That's what happened last time. Remember, I clicked and thought we were on that whole time. Hi,
Yeah,
everybody,
good thing
welcome
I
to
was
Married
watching
Lifers.
that.
Welcome to Married Lifers. This big group. Hey.
And China's coming on. I'm just trying to send her the link right now.
I don't know what you're saying.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm saying?
You're like going in and out, like you're touching the phone, or I don't know what you're doing.
You were cutting in and out right now too.
See the attitude?
Can
Can you hear the attitude in his voice? He's been like.
What I tell you? We should just cancel it.
You know how we always talk shit about the girls, how they share when they're on their periods and blah blah blah. Fucking periods the last 2 days.
Hey, that's TMI, man. I mean, it is wrong 100%. Oh shit! I can't speak to that
Hello,
issue.
Daniel, are you there?
I don't have no experience with that. Well, you can't hear me or what?
It froze. It froze. The internet froze.
You're froze. Yeah, see, now you cut off. You see, hopefully. Hopefully we don't have to. Okay. So what happened? Why you got two screens up there? Can you hear me?
I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you.
You see that one's frozen? You see?
Yes. Like, how do I delete that?
You have to go. There you go. Let me see. Move. Go like. Oh, there you go.
I know the technology sucks.
It does, huh? I mean, shit. Cloud cover can kill all that shit.
The whole fucking system just went out and came back on.
Are you on?
Can you see me still or no?
You're froze. You should see how you. Hey, you were froze like this.
Fuck my life, dude.
Hey, can you see me?
Because I was making.
Like that's how you was looking right now.
So, babe, you know when you do the Vogue type shit? That's how it was froze.
Hi,
China.
How
are you? How are you?
Good. Hey, were you? I guess you're gonna have to stop on there.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. Like my camera won't come off of off. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do the Vogue again.
It kicked me out.
And it's your
technology good and it sucks at the same time. It's a paradox, a living paradox.
It's your live too, shit. I don't know why it's messing up with yours.
What is that?
It's because we're having thunderstorms right now.
Oh,
yeah, so that's what I was telling him right before we got on. Like, I thought somebody tried to come in the front door because it was locked. Oh, yeah. I was going to say once we started. But, like, the front door tried to pop open. And I'm like, damn, the winds are crazy. And then right when the internet went out, there was a big-ass thunder thing outside. So I'm like, it's my end. Oh, but look at my shirt. So I wanted to wear it to visit. So my husband's seen it first. But he said I could wear it on live today. Because China made this shirt for me.
Let me see. That's dope.
That's nice. And it fits so good too.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. There's the piggy at our prison. Like, if things are too tight and stuff, they'll make you change, even if it's just a t-shirt.
And then I had made this shirt because you know how the Ashley Trevino, she likes all the inmates. I said she's not kidding.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hide your inmate. I like that one too. She does some good shirts on there. There's one that one of the girls wore to see her husband that says, "On my husband's last nerve." I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have her make me one of those ones too.
Yeah.
That sounds fitting.
Am I on your last nerve?
Yes. I'll say it for him.
Yeah, there'd be days.
Really? Because there's days you're on my motherfucking last nerve, sir.
Hey, just remain silent and I'll speak for you, bro. Don't answer those questions. Don't answer no questions. And I got you. I'll represent you right here. Don't do that. Don't fall into that trap.
It says, Eye of Creator says, hi guys, hi.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
It's not letting me show, dude. I'm so sick of this connection.
Oh, what's up? I didn't realize you were saying somebody that you were giving a message for somebody. Then I realized it after the fact. What's up?
Oh, that's from your channel, Daniel, because there's a wrench on there.
Yeah,
who is that?
He's on my channel. He's from overseas. He's from Great Britain. They be tapping in from all over the world.
Well, I went on China's live Friday night because one of the girls from the UK came out here to see her husband. So we went to have dinner after visit, and then we went and hung out in downtown Colorado Springs. It was pretty cool.
Ben said he was going to be going out there soon. I gave him the other number, the business number. He said he's
supposed to come out next weekend for the Chili Festival that we have in Pueblo.
When is it?
That's next weekend.
Yeah, he'll be out. I don't understand how he gets so much time off, dude.
Babe, is that you? Babe.
Yeah.
No, it was
that you.
With the music, it was me. No,
I was about to say, you're about to get my husband in trouble. I hate when he puts on the music when I'm talking to him. I'm like, what the fuck?
I hate when the Sally tries to interrupt when I'm talking to my husband. Like, you live with this man 24/7. Can I get him 15 minutes?
Right. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you can't wait for a minute, man. God damn.
Dude, I swear to you, there's y'all could be dudes.
Like you guys could be comadres, like, you know, stay up and chit chat after like 15 minutes.
You're with them all day. That's
why
what I told my husband.
That's fucked up.
Sometimes he gets mad. He's like,
it's funny to hear her say that because you're always complaining about the thing.
That's what I said. That's why I had to clap for it because I'm like, dude, you always think it's just me being dramatic. And I'm like, I paid for these 20 minutes. They get to sit there with you for free all day and all night. You can let me have 20 minutes with my husband.
That is kind of rude, bro. That is kind of like, you gotta like put your headphones on, man, and mind your own goddamn business for a minute. I'll get at you in a minute. It's real shit.
No, it's funny because Forrest comes in and I'm like, is that Forrest?
Yeah.
And he's
but
like,
I just feel
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes they don't have that respect, you know, like my husband, he'll respect, you know, his Sally's time with his phone and everything. But when I'm on the phone with my husband, his Sally's like, hey, fool, did you cook this? Did you do that? And I'm just like, I mean, if it's not in front of you, bro, like he didn't cook it.
Right. You know the answer to the stupid question you're asking. Oh, no, I got to defend the ladies on this one, man. Because it seems like a little bit of respect goes a long way, man. And the comadre shit, if you're getting called comadre by the females, bro, you got to really check your actions in prison. Because that's a little sus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, that sounds like in welfare women in the type shit.
Yeah.
Man, Bro, play the PlayStation. Do something other than.
Look at Cassie's on. Hi, sister.
Hi, Kathy.
You see her?
You see me, mine and Daniel's matching cups. So it says brown fry. It's a drawing that my husband did, and I put it on a cup.
Oh, that is so nice.
And these cups are dope too. You can put some ice in them. That should have stayed. It just turned into
one.
Ice over.
Yeah, I have mine. I have mine right there in my dresser. I was just using it too.
I made her one with pictures of her and her family and her husband.
Yeah, let me go see. Let me go get it.
I have 50 million ones, dude. Look. There's my married lifers cup with mine and my husband's pictures everywhere.
You know what? I want to get one of this.
Like, it's funny because I replaced all like my glass cups and stuff inside.
I want to get one done of this.
You want to what?
For my brother.
Oh, I could do one of your brother. You got to send me the picture.
Yeah, I want to get this one done.
You got to send me what you want on there, and I can
just put
like a cowboy theme around it, and then put him on there. I can
put like the stars around it like that, and then just put loving memory of.
I didn't even think of that.
I'll get it. I'm gonna. Let me see.
Let me see. That's very good. Oh, you can't really see it, huh?
Hey, Dallas just got great.
Hey, man, keep that to yourself, bro. We ain't even trying to hear that right now. We're talking about the comadre shit you gotta be up doing there.
I did like 50,000 of me and my husband.
And then my husband had did this, so look.
Oh, no, man. Hold on. See, I was covering my shit up, man. You know what? We ain't gonna do that, man. We're gonna.
Yeah. You're just blatantly being rude, China.
Yeah, man.
Okay, hold on. Here I go. I'll be right back.
The traders really at this in Oklahoma or what? The traders.
You're gonna make me change my shirt, China.
She said.
Oh shit! Not the Broncos. Oh no!
Go somewhere I got the matching Nike Air Sport too. Don't play with me.
Go somewhere with that.
I'm gonna put my shirt on now.
Oh no! Let me see.
Yeah, no, I have like picture frames that my husband did too with like the Raiders on it and everything. So it's the Raider Nation.
I seen that.
Where's he from? LA?
Huh?
Where's he from? LA?
Around there, yeah.
California.
From the county.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Daniel's Arizona, I'm Colorado, and China's California. Just for everybody that's listening or watching.
We're worldwide.
We global around these parts.
Oh, the piano, I just have it for decoration. You know, I just like to stare at it. Just I just look at it and then just kind of, hear music come out of it. So
you imagine this coming out of there? You know how to play the piano?
No.
I know how to play Pink Panther.
Oh shit.
No, I don't know how to play piano. I'm just having it here just so when my husband does come out, he can just play it.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, I know.
Where's he at right now?
He's upstate.
Where? What facility is he at?
I have a lot of ops. I don't want to say. He's a level 4 though.
She has a lot of weirdo bitches playing games.
No, and I don't really like to expose. I mean, if I run into them at the facility, then I run into them at the facility. But there's a lot of females currently that love to go and just send messages and start, exposing people's husbands' informations. It's all social media hate. So,
Cassie said we don't disclose that information, sir.
Yeah.
No, but these females on TikTok are on some bullshit right now.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. We were just talking about, I was just talking about it with the girls. Yeah, I was just talking about it with the girls because we've been trying to shift the whole prison wife community to try to switch to get information, to help with mental health, to, you know, support one another in this journey. We've been trying, but it seems like one after another, you know. So it's just really hard. Like we were talking about how it's really hard to share your journey with your loved one, with anybody, because these fake accounts, you know, females that just want to do weirdo stuff. And so it's really hard for others to try to share their information, share their journey, pictures, anything with their loved ones, because the amount of fake accounts that have been popping up, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
It's a trip that motherfuckers don't have nothing better to do than to sit there and play games online like that. You know what I mean? And I mean, karma's a bitch. It's gonna catch up with them at some point. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know, you do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because you damn sure gonna get it in return.
Yeah. And that's what happens. And that's one thing that I've always said is like karma comes in different forms. You know, eventually it's going to catch up to you, and eventually misery can be a form of karma. Being unhappy can be a form of karma, you know?
I think that's what it is. I think that they're miserable people that, you know, they want to make everyone else miserable. You know what I mean? Like whatever their drama, whatever their problems that they're going through with their man or whatever, I think it's reflected in what they do on there when they play those type of games.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you had a solid relationship and there wasn't drama filled and all this bullshit, you know what I mean, in your life in general, then you're not going to be sitting there doing that on here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we were like mainly talking about was like mental health, especially because, you know, this month is suicide prevention month and mental health awareness. I mean, it should be every month. You get what I'm saying? It should be every month. But there was a topic that, you know, we wanted to bring out and speak on, and we had the okay from the wife to speak on. And we didn't get enough viewers. We didn't get enough viewers to promote and, you know, bring awareness the way we wanted to. But there was a situation where there was a prison wife. Her husband had got out from doing 11 and a half years, and she had, I believe, went to work, came home, and he was unalived. He hung himself just because of everything that, you know, he was going through, that he couldn't speak about it. And so we tried bringing awareness to where it was, how can we help ourselves to help our loved ones, especially, you know, those that are incarcerated, and when they do come out from being incarcerated, because they are institutionalized, and it's really hard for them to, you know, adjust to the world, especially after so many years, you know. And so we were trying to bring awareness to that. We were trying to speak on it because I feel like it is very important to speak on. But it doesn't bring much attention than the drama, fake accounts, bickering back and forth, you know. And that's, I feel like it's something that really needs to be brought out, especially to this community.
Right. Yeah, that's how I actually work in the mental health field. I'm a behavioral health tech. I work with mainly drug addicts that suffer from PTSD. But yeah, I have an extensive history in it myself, having been to prison or whatever. It's like me and Naomi were talking about that earlier. A lot of the problems that I faced in my relationship getting out, you know what I mean, and things that I didn't myself understand and getting out about being institutionalized. Like I was telling her, like I was clowning the other day on my live about fools that get out of prison and they still shower with their shower shoes on and fucking they ask for a tray and shit like that. Like those are little minor things, but people don't understand how deeply rooted these habits are. You know what I mean? It's like I spoke to a CEO years ago who had spent like 25 years in the military, and he spoke about how he was institutionalized coming out of the military because all he knew was that regiment. You know what I mean? Like it's regimental, it's disciplined, it's structured. You know what I mean? And it creates habits that form in people. And then when you're in that type of environment, a prison, the habits that form are typically not good. You know what I mean? They're all about survival. You know what I mean? And it's like I was kind of like one of the problems I had. It took me a while to be able to even sleep with someone. You know what I mean? Like the first time me and my son's mom slept together, it was not good. You know what I mean? Like my screams and the nightmares, and the tremors, and the cold sweat. It took some time to get used to sleeping in the same bed with somebody. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of shit that I had to break myself.
I was telling him that's what we all like look for. That's what we think about, right? Like, oh, our husbands are going to come home, that we're going to have somebody to sleep with. And we're not realizing, because I didn't realize that to me, you were talking and you had brought up some things when I listened to you about what you were saying about that. And I'm like, we're looking at that, but we're not looking at how different. We're thinking, you know, well, I know I'm thinking if you're out, you should be happy, but it's hard for them to come out of it. My husband was in within Supermax for 18 years. And when he came out and he had a job, like he was telling me, like he kept waiting to be cuffed up. And they're like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? The COs are like, just go. And he's like, he was so used to that it took him, how long did it take you to get out of that, babe?
It took me a while, but I mean, I still like keep to myself away from everybody the way I am, but like it was just weird to like free move, like have free movement, you know what I mean, without them escorting me or having to wait for them. So like, you know what I mean, like you're usually being escorted around, so I'm standing there waiting. But a lot of guys, I always had this habit when I'm walking like to the kitchen or somewhere. Like I'll be walking and I put my hands behind my back. I walk with my hands behind my back when I go everywhere I go. But it's just kind of like a habit. It's just kind of like I don't know. It's just a thing I do. You know what I mean? But it's just something that you don't notice it until somebody like brings it to you because it's kind of like just your norm.
Yeah.
Right. Like my I'll take you my first day out when I got out the first time, and I did 8 years, 2 months, 12 days, beginning at 15, and I'm 24. I get out from the Tucson complex, and matter of fact, the first person I called I got out was Greyhound. He's supposed to meet me, but anyway, so my mom and them had been on the road since like 4 a.m. to go out there and pick me up and shit, and I'm not getting out the gate till like 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever, and as soon as I get in the car, the homie passes me a blunt. It's the first time I ever smoked a blunt. First time I ever smoked some dro, and I was fucking smoked half of that, and I was off, man. This guy had me paranoid like a motherfucker anyway. So, but anyway, I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to get back to Phoenix, and my mom and them were hungry, so they're like, her, Little Gummy, and my homegirl, they're like, we're gonna go to Denny's. So we stop at Denny's in the morning to eat, and like. I get out of the car and I just start walking towards the access of the freeway. And my mom's like, where are you going? I was like, I don't know. I'm free. I can walk home. And she's like, now we're going to get them to eat. They got to guide me into the restaurant. Yeah. As soon as I walk in there, the sights and the sounds and every smell overwhelmed me. I started having a panic attack instantly. I started hyperventilating and shit. And I went in the bathroom to change. So I go in there, I'm in the stall and I change. And so Little Gummy's like, let's go. You know what I mean? He walks out. I'm still stuck in there. I'm literally on the toilet like this. I changed and everything. I was like, I just kept mumbling to myself, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And then he comes back in there a few minutes later. He's like, come on, fool, we're going to eat. I was like, nah, fool, let's just go, man. I want to go home. I want to get out of here. Then I was like, man, I just want to go home. He walks back out. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Then my mom has to kick in the door and come in there and is like, man, fool, you need to get your ass out here. We could eat. So I ended up going and sitting down and like, my mom had asked me what I wanted to eat. And I don't know why I was thinking she was going to order for me. You know what I mean? So when the chick comes around and she's taking everyone's order, my mom actually ordered what I wanted, but for herself. So when this lady comes around to me, I'm the last one she picked. I'm sitting there tripping out on a metal fork and butter knife. I'm literally tripping out, and in my mind, like, damn, I could stab somebody with these motherfuckers. I'm literally thinking like this as I'm sitting there. And so, like, it's crazy because the whole time I was in prison, I used to tell everyone the first thing I wanted to eat was a banana split. I don't know why, but I wanted a banana split. And so, like, the menu holder had these banana splits, special for banana split. And so when the lady gets to me, the homie kicks me on the table because she's talking to me. I'm paying her no mind. I'm tripping out on this metal in my hand. And so the homie kicks me on the table, little Gumby's like, I was like, what the fuck, man? And she's like, sir, can I take your order? And I froze. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even know how to order my own food. I point at the menu holder that had that banana split. I said, I want one of those. And she looks and she's like, I don't know if we can serve it this early in the month. Well, that's what the fuck I want. Dead ass, that's my attitude. She's like, well, I'll try to make it happen for you. I end up eating a banana split.
Should have been
I mean, it's that you have to understand.
It shouldn't be on the menu. It shouldn't be advertised if they're going to finish it.
Right.
It's an overwhelming experience to be free again. When you've been in those type of confines, like it is truly, truly overwhelming. Like the freedom isn't as good as you think because it's a culture shock. It's a complete culture shock. It would be no difference if you hopped on a plane and went somewhere in another country that's all crazy and shit, and you're not realizing it's a complete culture shock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just part of the institutionalization of it all, the trauma of it all.
I believe this is a subject that the people in general know very little about. I think the real challenge being once they are released, this is when most resources and support are needed. Yeah. And it's true. And I believe that, my husband still has 10 years left, but I believe that if we can, as wives, fiancés, loved ones who have somebody incarcerated, if we could get the resources now to help them by the time they do come home, then I believe that, that could be the right way to support them when they do come out. Because like how you said, it's like a form of trauma, like, being around other people that you've never been around, and, you kind of isolate yourself as well because, you have that, what it is institutionalized, so it's really hard. But I feel like if we can help ourselves, we'll be able to help our loved ones, especially
if we know what, if you know what to look for and what to do. We're hearing these stories, and a lot of people haven't heard that before. Like when I heard you talking about it the other day, that's what got me interested in it, because it made me think, and I'm like, I didn't even think of that. You know what I mean? You start talking about that lady's story or the other girl's story, and I'm like, because you were like, they're in there listening to COs tell them what to do and how to do it, and then they come home and your lady's acting crazy and wanting you up her ass and saying you got to do this and you got to do that, and it's like too much. And like that made me stop and think, and I'm like, because I mess with my husband, and I'm like, when you come home, you're gonna be right here, like right here. I work from home, you're gonna be right here, and it's like he needs time to breathe, to just walk around and go have his own space, and we don't realize that. So what we need to learn from
other people. Understand? Okay, so like a level 4 facility in California is violent. And it's structured to the point where they're not allowed to be on their beds all day. By the homies are telling, like, you can't. You have to have your boots on. It's regimental to the point where their bedrolls or their mats are rolled up and they're ready for war all day long. You understand what I just said? They are ready to kill and to die all day long. And it fucks with the nervous system to the point where, obviously PTSD is at play. But that's why everybody coming out of prison qualifies for Social Security. But when you're dealing with that type of paranoia in someone, it takes a lot to overcome. It takes a lot of counseling. It takes a lot of therapy. One of the things therapy-wise that works for me is walking. That's why I'm always out 10 times late. That's why I do that shit. I give myself not only the physical exercise and draining myself physically, but mentally I exercise my mind and I work out those demons for myself. You know what I mean? A lot of it is here and now. It has nothing to do with prison, but I know first getting out, I mean, it took me a long time to overcome that. You know what I mean? That paranoia of kill or be killed. And then you come out here and everything's a knot. Everybody's a knot. Everybody's an enemy. You know what I mean? And you got to remember that about them. It's like, you know, and nothing you can say or do is going to ease their mind. It takes time to overcome that. It's best not to present a solution to a problem that you've never experienced. It's just best to hear them out. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, make a suggestion of walking, exercising, or something you could do together. You know what I mean? In that regard. But physical exertion is helpful in every way. It's something that with the people that I treat now, that I propose to them, and they all find that when they do it, it works for them. But once that's the thing, is like, you can keep them inside all day long, but you're only doing the same thing that happened to them in there. They're not able to compress. You're just putting them back into another compression. They need the opportunity to decompress and go far away from that. Long road trips are helpful. You know what I mean? And not even talking. Don't sit there and just because you're sitting there in silence and just looking out the window that you need to break the silence. Don't do that. Let him break the silence. You see what I'm saying? But like long rides are helpful. I tell people all the time, like a good job for people getting out is to get a CDL and drive trucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody has a different way to deal with shit. Like those are good suggestions, but everybody, babe, when you call back, I'm going to read some of these comments so you could respond to them too. Joey Duckett is on, just so you know.
What up, Joey?
And then Sophie's on too. She said, tell Greyhound I can hear that he's not got his microphone in his mouth, and she put the laughing faces.
I'm on the pod phone.
Yeah. He's not on his tablet because we were having problems with that earlier, so he's on the pod phone. Yes, but when he gets back on, I'll read these comments. Yeah, who's Peter Hernandez? Because he's trying to start some shit.
Hey, what Sophie said right
we
there.
We fight over here, sir.
Yeah.
You see that? We fight over here, sir. You already know this is Bronco country.
I have you guys on my live, so I'm like missing all the comments, and I'm like,
oh, on TikTok.
I have Rissa. She said we need to be our men's backbones. I have another prison wife. She said, how do I get on this site?
One of the things that helps is to help them gain their independence. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Because like one of the problems that people have getting out of prison is the chip on the shoulder. We struggle to keep a job. First, we struggle to get a job, which is essential.
Yeah.
And then we struggle to keep a job because we have a tendency to fucking, you know, it's like Tiny Tim was saying how, you know, you could be at work and you know, one day it's all good. Next day, you know, this dude don't do nothing to you, and you have the same mentality you had in prison. Like, what's wrong with this fool? Not realizing that maybe he got into it with his lady, and you know, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But that paranoid mind will have a man thinking that it's all taking everything personal. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of adjusting that it takes, you know. But it's understanding, like Sophie said, it all comes down to understanding.
Yeah. Well, let me read these. Let me read this to my husband real quick, and then we'll jump back in it. So Rodriguez said, I believe this is a subject that the people in general know very little about. I think the real challenge begins once they are released. This is when most resources and support are needed.
I agree.
And then Sophie said, it comes down to understanding. You can't expect a man to come out and stand on business without getting his life on track and adjusting to the free world. It's overwhelming.
It is very overwhelming, man. Like, honestly, I'm 49 now, and I wouldn't say I broke all of the habits, but I broke about 99% of them that came from being institutionalized. And like, you know,
how long have you been out though?
It's not just that. Like, a lot of us have done a lot of time. Like, I've been in and out of institutions since I was 10 years old.
How long have you been out though, Daniel?
I've been out 6.5 years.
And how long do you feel like it took you to get all the way out of it?
When I got my own place.
So how long? How many years?
I've been here since December.
So like they give or take 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have to understand something. I've been hospitalized in mental facilities more than 24 times since I've been out. I'm
not saying anything bad about that, dude. I'm just saying, like, you realistically need to know, like, because some people think, it's been a few months or a year, he should be over it. Like, we want to know, like, really what it is.
What saved me is two things. One, I got Social Security, right? And then the courts classified me severely mentally ill. So, like, they just take me to the hospital and that's it. You know what I mean? I go in 24 hours, 72 hours, whatever, and come back out. If I need longer term, then I say they're longer term. But, you know, I mean, those are mental health facilities that are, you know, they got everything and all the resources and shit there. And a lot of times I just needed that break because no one understands. You know what I'm saying? There's no one around me who understands what I'm going through, even those professionals. You know what I mean? And everything you tell them, it sounds crazy as fuck to them. Like, this just shit cannot be real.
Yeah.
Like, that's the impression you get, and it's a fucked up feeling when you're not being heard because people don't understand you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't get where you're coming from.
I think
I have one of
interesting.
Yeah. I have one of the girls on the live. She said, I've learned to be patient and give each other space. Communication is also key. She said they come from a quiet place to a world full of chaos, which is like at the same time, you know, their world in there behind those walls is chaos as well, but it's like at a pause, you know, and it's not peace, but it's at a pause where they come out here to this world and it's boom, 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 movement all the time, you know. But one thing that I've always said as well is everything that my dog has kennel cough, so I've been giving her tea, Benadryl, and I'm just like, I don't know what else to give her. But one thing that I've always said is like communication is key, right? But comprehension is what you need to understand. Everybody can communicate. You get what I'm saying? We can all communicate. We can communicate and have good communication skills. But do you comprehend what is being said?
Along with you saying that, I sent my husband a meme because I was trying to talk to him and his homeboy about his relationship with his lady. And I'm like, you guys, when we talk to you, it goes in through one ear and out the other. Like, you need to be a sponge. So I sent him a meme that had the sponge and the rock, and it's like, I need you to be the sponge right now. The sponge soaks up what I'm saying. The rock, it just goes off. You know what I mean? And that's hard for everybody because I struggle with that sometimes. I block off.
At the same time, it's important that you, the women, are understood as well, right? Because what has a tendency to happen is you're going to take on more than you should. And you're going to need understanding, and you're going to need patience, and you're going to need things too. And that's where while they're locked up, you get them to understand that. What are your needs?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's where you begin that process of communicating what will be your needs in having a man, what your expectations are of a man, you know what I mean, of a husband or whatever. Like, it's important for you to get them to understand it. Listen, dude, they're some grown-ass motherfuckers. They're not kids. And the pampering and all of that bullshit's only gonna go so far before it breaks you down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys are gonna have the same need for understanding and the communication and everything yourselves. You know what I mean?
think that's another subject we should talk about, maybe on the next one, China, about self-care for us, because I knock heads with my husband about that a lot. I'm like, you know what I mean? Everything about my life is to make sure he's good, to make sure he's taken care of. He's not doing nothing he's not supposed to. So I work 2 jobs to take care of both of us. But I'm like, I don't think you really understand or even try to understand all the shit I'm doing so that you're good, so that I'm good, so that our kids are good. Like, it's a lot. Sometimes I break down and like I'll bawl to him. Like, I'll just start crying. He's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think it's just too much at one point. You know what I mean? Yeah, we get our needs get lost in all that, and like it's important for us to communicate that to them.
What did I tell you? I said, well, you should just take this day off. Don't you know what I mean? Like, you were expressing to me all that you're stressing over right now, and it's like, bro, you need to take a little time, man. Like, we can do this again tomorrow. You know what I mean?
And I get that, but this for me is like, in a way, it's healing
therapy.
Like, especially when we talk about stuff like this that bothers us. And like the relationship stuff and the struggles we go through, like, it helps me. You know what I mean? Because I did tell Daniel, like, dude, I look like Medusa right now, but I'm like, I've been going nonstop. Yesterday, I told you about my sister's house burning, and they're trying to get money. She got burned for $3,000 for a rental. Like, it's been fucking crazy on top of my regular life, my husband, my kids going through shit. Like, it's you would think when your kids get adults that your life gets easier. It doesn't, dude. It fucking gets harder. It's not any easier because they're adults.
They just become big kids. That's all, grown ass kids.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was talking to on my live. I was doing like these worksheets of self-love, because we tend to forget ourselves, and if we put I feel like as women, we tend to put everybody else first before us, so if we have that little like same intention to our own selves, then we can be able to like get stronger within ourselves. And like I said, be able to help somebody else. But first we got to water ourselves. First, we got to like build ourselves in order to be able to help somebody else. And in this journey, we tend to forget about us. We tend to forget about what we like. Take one day to go eat by yourself. Go, have a drink by yourself. And it's okay. And a lot of the times, a lot of women have that mentality of like, I can't because my husband's going to get mad. I can't go here because my husband's going to get upset. And if your husband gets upset because you're taking time for yourself, then you really need to check your husband and reevaluate your boundaries and your self-respect. Because
so that's the thing I can give my husband credit for, is he's never acted crazy with me like that. But I do talk to him. Remember we were talking about boundaries the other day? I'm not going to just, because I would want the same in return. And I also told you guys, like, there's not ever a time where somebody's going to be able to come to my husband and be like, oh, your wife this. He already knows, dummy. And I already know what's going on with him because we have that set with each other. But he's never been crazy like that. Like the other day I went with Sophie after visit. We went to eat and we went to the park. We hung around downtown. It was like, I needed that, dude, because my life consistently is work, my husband, my other job. Then I come home. And then, I go visit him on my day off and both jobs again. Like, I rarely get one day off. And on those days, I don't get to do nothing. So Ben's on, babe. He said, QVO, married lifers, family, what's the topic? I think you probably got it by now. Sophie said, I agree with Naomi. They sometimes forget that even though we aren't there, we go through prison life too, just in a different way. Do you agree, babe?
Yeah. I've always told you that. Like, I've always said that I don't want you to be bottled up. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to breathe too out there. I always say, go kick it with your friends, do this, do that. I trust you. You've never given me no reason that I can't trust you for this is. You know what I mean? We do talk about everything. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't stop it. You know what I mean? But there has to be that time where you get to breathe, you get to just, you know what I mean, have you, and I think that's what's needed. You know what I mean? Because we all go through something, and you guys go through your own stuff out there. And like I said, sometimes it's not 50-50. It's like I don't ever feel that it's 50-50. Not in our relationship, because I feel like you have to contribute more for us because of my handicap of being locked up in here, which restricts me from so much. So you're putting in more, you know what I mean? And that takes its toll, you know what I mean? So that adds mileage to the car. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's just cruising and riding on cruise control. No, sometimes, you know what I mean, is that engine is ramped up to the max, and it needs to be able to pull over and cool down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate that about him. But sometimes I get mad because I'm like, ain't you jealous? Don't you care? And he's like, do you want me to get crazy? And I'm like, yeah.
That's what you do not want to bring into a relationship. That bullshit right there. I'm dead ass.
Like, hey, I'm being honest. I could lie and sit here and act like I'm perfect.
Serious. Like, it's not even a joking matter because it creates problems. It creates problems, like real. You don't want to fuck with a paranoid mind like that. You don't. You don't want to play those games. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass serious. Don't do it.
Yeah, he knows I wouldn't do nothing, but I'm like, when I want to do something, like, don't you have an opinion? Like, yes, no, like, say something. He's just like, whatever. If you, go if you want to go. Like, but sometimes he doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, but he hit like a good key point. He said, "I trust you, and I know who you are." And that's one thing that I had mentioned too. I can't remember who exactly I was talking to, but I was letting them know if your husband has to like trip because you're going out somewhere, there's a reason behind it. If your husband knows the way you carry and conduct yourself, then there's no reason why he should be tripping. You get what I'm saying? Like, there about a joke that had, about the girl that played pregnant, and the guy flipped. He got extra 5 years.
Is that my internet still? Yeah.
There was something behind it, right? So he was already tripping because prior things that she had already did that messed with him mentally. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if your husband knows who you are, how you carry yourself and you conduct yourself, then there's no reason why he should be tripping on who you're going to be with, where you're going, what is this, what is that, And a lot of the time, like, we need to like really normalize being okay hanging out, having a girls' night. Normalize having your own time. Normalize a lot of the things that women have, and I've always said, like, there is some that are okay to be on the phone 24/7. There are some that are like, let me breathe type shit, There's some that is like, we'll take some time, like my husband tells me, like, do what you got to do. I got to clean my house. I got to organize. I'll call you in after I get off of work. That's it, And there's other women that are like, he hasn't called me. Is he in day room? Did he go to yard? Why hasn't he called me? And it's like, he's going to call you. Relax. He's going to call you, He's going to call you. Relax, But I just feel like we just lose focus of ourselves because we're so caught up into like, is he going to call? Is he going to message? His green light is on. Why isn't he calling me? Why isn't he messaging? Like, we just kind of step back and just kind of refocus on ourselves and just, like I said, when like the tablets are down, everybody freaks out. I take it as like, I'm gonna go run up the credit card because he ain't gonna tell me, no, do you really need it? Like, I'm gonna go shop. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna go buy me a Starbucks. I'm gonna go, go do something. But a lot of the times females just kind of like freak out, but it's like I said, we should start practicing giving each other space for when they do come home. You give them that space as well.
Right.
So I know you have an opinion, babe, because I heard your ass laughing when she was talking about that.
No, but sometimes we go through this kind of things. But I was just going to say that sometimes I know I'm guilty of being like, I want to say, I don't want to say emotionally shut down, but I want to say like more like emotionally robotic, because when we're talking about being institutionalized and how Bad Boy was talking about how your man's at a level 4 facility, so we have to conduct ourselves a certain way, right? So that's very true. You know, in prison, we're one way to the prison population, or another way to our loved ones. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can turn that on, turn it off, but you kind of get stuck in this zone where you're kind of robotic. And sometimes I get there and I tell my wife sometimes, you know what I mean, I need help to get out of there, because sometimes I don't notice these things. I do these things and I really don't pay attention that I'm doing these things. But I'm so used to it. I'm so stuck on being like this that it's hard to notice that I'm doing it when I shouldn't be doing it. I need to get out of it. So like when she wants me to express how I'm feeling or stuff like that, sometimes I don't know how to do that. Like sometimes I kind of get stuck. Like what? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how I'm there. So when you guys were talking about communication and comprehension, you gotta understand too, when that guy gets out the joint, sometimes he's gonna be stuck in that robotic zone that he's in, and he's not gonna realize that he's not sharing something, or he's not giving this and that, because he's so used to being closed up in a certain way. Or he might feel I don't want to say vulnerable, or maybe a little self-conscious about something being broken with him, that he has to explain to you that, hey man, there's this going on with me, or this and that. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, I don't want to talk about no stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to admit that there's something going on with me or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the tough guy. You know what I mean? Like that's just not us. So sometimes you gotta look at all the different things. You know what I mean? Sometimes, because I notice that, like when we're talking about emotions, or I need to open up, or I need to do this, sometimes I don't notice it. You know what I mean? And then I'll fight against it. I'll be on the defensive, or deny. And finally, when I sit there and think about everything, I'm like, man, she's right about this and this, but I don't know it. And sometimes I get so stuck in that zone, or that robotic zone, wash, rinse, repeat, that I don't know how to get out of it. And you feel stuck in it. You know what I mean? You're just so used to it, that's your comfort zone. So it's kind of hard to slip out of it and know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that you said I'm right. I should have recorded that, so when you talk shit to me later.
And you gotta remember.
I have it on live. I got you, Neil.
You gotta remember that, like, okay, when a person gets out of prison, all they know is that, right? So the world around them, they can't necessarily relate to, right? So the conversations are sometimes difficult to keep up with. I mean, if you start using terminology that's not common in there, you're gonna lose them.
Yeah.
That's like a very, really simple thing. But you got to remember how antisocial people get as a result of having to protect themselves and build these walls up around themselves. So, like I was thinking, as you guys were talking, was like activities, right? Activities to make a person loosen up that's been in prison. Fucking karaoke, dude. You get the family, you get people that you're comfortable with, have a karaoke night once a month, and make that motherfucker sing. You know what I'm saying? You want to help them come out of those shells like that. You know what I mean? Like, because they're in these nutshells that are built of fucking concrete and steel. You know what I mean? And it takes a lot to break through to that. And it's just, social activities that slowly incorporate them into this society, because that's what needs to be done. In order to succeed out here, you have to be incorporated into the ways of this society. And then you have to break yourself of those norms from that society, which we become institutionalized. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, the good thing about it is that everyone here understands this about it, right? Like, we're having this conversation and everybody understands their role in all of this. You know what I mean? And I mean, for me myself, I'm thinking way ahead on this, but I it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Like that goddamn ringtone, dude. Put some Tupac.
That's the love of my life.
Oh man, change that shit. When a man loves a woman, come on, what the?
No, that one thing that you had said too was like me, I could say I'm very social on, TikTok, social media platform and all. I'm very social, but I'm very antisocial in person.
Right.
That I really suffer from being, I'm really antisocial, so and this behind the screen, like I could, be a comedian, I could, be a singer, I could be an actress, I can be all, but in real life, like, that's one thing that I struggle with is, socializing with other people in reality, but how you had said, that comfort zone, like to get out of the comfort zone, but like do something like karaoke night, that's a good thing to do because you're just
right
gonna
there at the crib. Yeah, like right there at the house where you get the loved ones, the people are comfortable together, you know what I mean, and you introduce them to these people, and it's easier to, you know what I mean, because everybody there's gonna love you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Joey said, "Great conversation driving back from Phoenix to Winslow."
What up, Jay Dizzle?
You still never messaged me for your winning, Joey.
I know he be bullshitting. He was out here and didn't hit me up either.
Norma didn't either. So Norma didn't either. So my husband said we'll throw everybody's name back in the thing, back in the bucket, back in the hat, whatever you want to say for the drawing.
They're not on the lista.
They're not on the lista. Yeah.
So if y'all didn't get in the lista, y'all sleeping. Wait, I didn't get it. Wait, I didn't get in the lista. What happened?
So what it is every time I hit 100 subscribers, we're doing a raffle. So like the first one, like just so everybody knows that this is a drawing that I put on a cup for my husband. But this last one we hit 300. So anybody that commented, I was throwing them in the hat. And then we were picking names.
Can you show us your cup again? I'm gonna show it on live. So if you guys are not, oh yeah. And then your husband drew it, right? Like
yeah. So that's not the only one. I have a bunch of them, but whoever wins, they'll get to choose what they want, and then I'll send it to them. So every time I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, then that's when whoever's in the live. They leave a comment, they'll get their name thrown in there.
Oh, okay.
Just since we're doing advertising, my girl does shirts, and so she did this one for me and my husband. It says "My Forever," and then our wedding date.
Oh.
Just want to show them your shirt because I don't think that our regulars were on there. So she did this shirt too. It says, "She's not kidding. Hide your inmate." I'm not gonna show my tattoo on here. You want me to show it? Because then I gotta pull my shirt down a little bit.
Nah, don't do that.
He wants me to. Hold on. I forgot what side it's on.
The other side. Right there.
So I got my husband's big head tattooed on my chest.
Big ass head.
Yeah.
I have mine right here too.
Big ass head.
Hers is bigger than mine, but
my husband has a big head. I'm sorry.
My husband got a big head too. Don't.
Big ass balloon heads.
So Joey said, "Hell no, babe! I need that T-shirt." Arizona Hound.
What, you ain't hit her up? What you mean?
I know. My DM's still blank. Somebody said, "I love your shirt and I love your tattoo. It looks so much like your husband. It looks just like his big ass big head. It even got the grays in his."
I'm like, here's a little backstory of like why I made this shirt, right? So obviously social media knows Ashley Trevino, the inmate hopper. So she That's what I mean. I know it's embarrassing, but that's what she's, whatever.
Wow.
We talked about her before, so everybody knows about her on here too.
Okay, so she wanted to have, I guess she was doing her clothing brand that it said "Just kidding, Ash," right? So I said, "She's not kidding. Hide your inmates." So that's why the shirt says what it says, because you gotta hide your inmates with that girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's been on for a few years. That's why me and trying to talk offline, and I was telling her, like, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, I was telling my husband about her because she came up on my stuff and they were talking shit about her being an inmate hopper. And then now, like, what would you say, China? Like the last 6 months, like she met some dude and like it all blew up, and like she's all over everywhere. Now she's been with, I believe, I might be mistaken because I'm not on it that much, but she's been with 2 other ones since that one. Inmates, not regular dudes. Inmates. More than that.
She's a hand-me-down.
She's 50 Cent, but a girl version with many men. many men. Like I said, I think what, like, maybe like to me personally, that's not I don't care, to each their own. You want to do what you want to do it on your time. It's the message that she has behind what she does, making fun of autism, making jokes about it. That's one of the things that triggered me the most. I have nephews who are autistic. I have friends who have children who are autistic. And to make a joke out of, like, you could beat the, crap out of them and they could be normal, like that to me triggered me, and I feel like people kind of turn their eye around,
brush it to the side.
And they don't bring that up. They talk about, she's talking to this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy. And it's like, what about holding her accountable for what she's been saying?
Right.
That triggers other people. Not only that, but playing with pregnancy as well. It's a trigger to other women who can't conceive, who wish they could have that feeling of being able to carry and they can't, and you have her making a joke out of it. So it's a lot of things that she does that trigger people that they don't talk about. They just talk about, oh, she's with another inmate. Oh, she puts inmates before her children. And it's like, that shouldn't even matter. What should matter is what the message is that's being brought behind what she's doing, and everybody encourages it. Everybody,
you see what kind of person she is all the way around with all of the bullshit she's doing. She's just a shitty person. Like it's showing. She's showing her ass on everywhere, and it is sad. That's why I told you the other day. Like everybody's ass backwards. We want the system to be better. The CEOs, everything's ass backwards. But even our support with each other, especially on TikTok, is ass backwards. They support these people that talk shit about us, that put us down. Dude, they give him all the support. Be there to talk to him, tell him their stories and shit. But when it comes to another prison wife doing it, where's the support? Make it make sense. Everybody's ass backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, she triggered me by saying that shit. Like, I spit in her face. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I work with autistic people. You know what I mean? I had a coworker that was not communicative. He couldn't even talk until we started working together. I got him talking. I got him socializing. I got him interacting. You know what I mean? I got him to get over certain anxiety, certain little, quirks that he would have. Like in a matter of 3 months, I was able to do that. And the passion that I have for those people, like when you said that, like, yeah, like I really thought of just hawking one up and spitting it in her face. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't deserve oxygen.
I didn't know she said all that. China. That's
there's a video on TikTok, which I think I follow the page, but there's a video on TikTok, and even if you like hashtag, Ashley and the autism joke or whatever, you can see the video, and she clearly said, because her ex-boyfriend that had came out, I guess he has like speech delay. I'm not sure. I'm not like really into her life or whatever, but I did come across that video where she said, and if you think don't let people lie to you. If you think you can beat the autism out of somebody and have them act right, they're lying to you. So to me, that triggered me bad. And then people started doing interviews with her, started interviewing. And then when I would comment on the comment section, like ask her about that joke that she made, like hold her accountable for it, like they muted me. They blocked me from, the live. And it's like everybody's kind of ignoring that. And to me, it triggered me because, like I said, I have nephews. I've worked with, children who are autistic. I have friends, close friends that have children that have autism. And not only that, but how many children have, been bullied because of all that, because of all that,
and you have a grown ass woman doing it. Like, it makes no sense. My goddaughter is autistic.
Like, why would you even think to harm someone that's weaker than yourself? Like,
and a kid, like, you're a grown woman. Why are you even talking about a kid? Like kids are off limits, period.
So if we said that we can beat that out of her, would we be right or wrong? Like,
or would it be a funny joke? Ha 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 ha.
Would it help her out if she got a motherfucking ass? You know what I mean? Like, would it do her some good? Would it put some sense in her head? Could we beat the ignorance out of her? I don't know.
I wish we could. There's a lot on here I'd like to beat the ignorance out of. I called China and I'm like, that bitch comes. If she gives you an address, call me. I'll fly out there. Like, I can't. I tell her this every time. Like, I got to give her credit for it because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Let's meet up somewhere and handle it and move on. Like, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, the talking's not doing shit.
I've said that plenty of times. The ones that are, I said, I'm gonna go fund me, like going to work and be like, I'm gonna. Let me see. I'm am I free? I think Barbara is taking my Wi-Fi. That's why.
Yeah, you're freezing. Let me read some of the comments.
I think
do you know? Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on.
So Rodriguez said, our justice system needs a major change. There is no corrections or rehabilitation. The current system does not work and our government knows it. Everybody knows it. Joey said 50 Cent. That shit was funny. Like, China's always saying funny shit with her comebacks. Me and Sophie were sitting there the other night during dinner laughing. Like, I'll tell you about it later, China, because I don't want to start no shit. But like, we were dying laughing about the live that you were on where you were talking shit about next and whatnot. Do you know who this person is? I think she's one of your friends.
Who?
Do you see the comment on the screen?
It says, a lot of the TikTok wives embarrass the community. I get asked about some of them at visit yesterday because they saw some of the drama and automatically assumed I was the same way due to where I'm from.
So that's my Sophie. She's the one that I was at dinner with the other night. She's from the UK, and she was showing me all the girls that embarrassed her. She was like, I felt so bad because these girls embarrassed me, and it makes us, like, their country look bad. And I was like, no, ma'am. I'm like, it's from everywhere, from here, from everywhere. They make us, some are embarrassing. It's just what it is.
Yeah, and that's why that's one thing that I said, like, and I've always said, I will sit here. And if you come for me or anybody that I'm close to, my sisters, anybody that I like really, fuck with heavy, I'm going to come for you too. That's my character. That's the way I am. My persona, that's who I am. If I feel like you're coming to attack one of my people, I'm going to clap back because you're not going to bully anybody out here. I've had
bullies, man.
Bullies. Yeah, I've had several prison wives send me messages, because they're getting bullied or they're getting picked on by other prison wives. And like I've always said, at the end of the day, we're all in the same journey. No one is better than anybody. Nobody's less than anybody. Nobody's bigger than anybody. So it's like I said, And I've always told my children as well, a bully is going to stop until they meet their match, until somebody stops them. So that's what I do. And like I said, I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do it. And that's that. I'm not going to let nobody know. I'm just going to do what I have to do. And that's that. But I could also have time to sit here. You want to go comment for comment? We could go at it. You want entertainment? I will give you the entertainment. And then eventually they'll stop. You know, like today, somebody commented on an opinion that I had. Again, a fake profile, commenting of like, you and your friends are no better than Blue, the bully. And I said, I'm not going to argue with a fake account. Like I said, if I'm going to argue with the fake account or go back and forth, I'm going to go look at myself in the mirror and talk shit to myself at that point. But I've said, you know, these fake accounts keep popping up. Like I said, saying the same repetitive shit, you know, over and over. Your friends are no better than these bullies, right? They've been making fake accounts after fake accounts after fake accounts because me and my friends, and they're not just friends, they're considered sisters to me. Prison wives who are in the same journey as us, but we all stand on the same principles, on the same values, on the same morals. So I feel like, you know, and I've said it, I've peeped it. People like the message I send out, but they don't like the messenger. You know, I pull people's cards and I post what I need. I post the receipts, right? I post receipts. I post proof, and then I talk my shit. And people don't like it. People don't like to get their cards pulled out. They don't like to be put in their place. They don't like the same type of medicine that they be giving other people. And like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tequila, and that's okay. And that's fine with me, you know, that's fine with me. But it's embarrassing to keep doing fake accounts over fake accounts just to say what you want to say. That's, to me, that's embarrassing. And especially when
it's like that everywhere, dude. On here, like when my husband was telling his story about his life and whatnot, I kept getting fake accounts and they would talk shit. And I'm like, dude, first of all, everybody in here and the people that we were fucking with in our section is over 40. If you're going to talk shit, have your picture up there and have your real fucking name on there. Hold your balls. If you're going to say some shit, hold your balls and say who you are, show who you are. If not, then just shut up. You know what I mean? Because how are you going to be on here talking shit? Like, I don't have the patience for it. Like, I bullshit you now. I can't stand it. I hate it. Like, there's a few times on here where I was just like done, telling my husband, Daniel, like, I'm done. Like, I can't do the trolling shit. It's annoying to me. Dude, like, if you don't like this message or you don't like our channel, don't fucking watch us. You know what I mean? Unsubscribe. Keep it moving. We don't need you here. It's exhausting, dude. That's what I tell you. Like, I give you credit because there's no way that I can sit here and go, like, I don't have the energy. I'm too tired. I got too much shit going on.
If I could show you, my block list is longer than the Section 8 list.
That's how mine is.
I keep blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking fake accounts over and over. Like I said, I keep waking up to a fake account. I keep waking up to them tagging me on something with, it has nothing to do with other people, just because they want to say you're a big bully. And I've opened my live, I've opened the chat, I've opened the boxes, and I said, if I'm such a bully, please tell me who have I bullied. If I'm such a fake person, like, the only thing fake about me, and I've always said, is these damn lashes. That's it. And I've said it plenty of times. Please sit, and I could take constructive criticism. If you feel like I'm doing something wrong, check me, correct me, but do it with good intentions. Don't try to do it, you know, and disrespect me or nothing like that.
I think it's the way you talk to me, because I told my husband that, like, even at work scenarios, you know what I mean? It's the way you talk to me. If you come at me respectfully and stuff, like, I'll come back at you like that. If you come disrespectfully, I'm going to match it times 10. Like, I'm not going to play with you. Like, it's the way you talk to me. Like, I'm big on that, dude. Like, don't talk to me crazy if you don't want to be talked to crazier. And I don't have the time to be on the internet going back and forth and being like this and that. Like, either meet up or shut up, and then let's keep going. Let it go. Babe, I'll read this last comment. It says, Sophie said, there are some great people on TikTok. That's how I originally met Naomi, but it's so rare. You're another good one, China. You call out the shit and stand on business.
Period.
Right. See, I went to that earlier on my live when I was at Tempe Town Lake. I blocked probably about a dozen people. I'm like, I already got your views, so appreciate that. I'm gonna get paid for that. It's cool. Go create another one and do it again so I get another view.
Nah, like I said, I had went to my family visit. I came back to like 200 plus comments and taggings and everything. And I was at my family visit. My husband, I was on my vacation. My husband's over there cooking bacon and everything. I didn't care, but I came out and it was like fake account after fake account. And I'm like, what for? What?
Girl, don't tell me about your vacation. I need a vacation. I'm so jealous you guys get that out there. Like, I'm so happy for you guys, but at the same time, I'm jealous. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have a vacation with my honey. Even just give me 5 minutes in the closet.
Hey, Ben said maybe they're fake because their hair weave is not on tight. Like Sydney.
Oh my God. You're so dumb, Ben.
Tighten up your do, ladies. You be all right.
It's crazy though. Like, TikTok is a different kind of crazy than YouTube is. Like, YouTube's calm. That's why I like being on here, because we have our family, our supporters that support us and shit, and we're good with that. But TikTok is a different type of crazy that I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Yeah, and like I said, and it goes back to like, it goes hand in hand with mental health. There is women who get attacked who are not mentally strong, have a strong persona. They might feel attacked, and like I said, social media can be a lot of the times people use it as a platform to express themselves. It's like a journal for them. A lot of the times people use this type of platform to share whatever they're going through, to blog their life, because they probably don't have other ways to do it or whatever. And sometimes because of the bullying, because of the trolls, because of trying to embarrass people and stuff like that, they tend to take it off, and then you never know. They could unalive themselves because of being cyberbullied. You never know what can happen because they can't express themselves in social media, So I think like I said, it's really hard for 2-3 people to like have a movement of positivity, have a movement of trying to, shift the whole drama prison wife community when it's like only 5-6 that have the same type of principles. It has to take a lot of people to kind of, start cutting off that thing. And like, how you said, keep it pushing. And I've always said, you agree to disagree with people. You're never going to agree with somebody. But the principle is respecting people's point of view, is respecting what their opinion is. And like I said, you don't want to respect it. You don't like their opinion. Brush it off. Keep it moving, and a lot of people lack that. They lack the principle behind the situation. Everybody sees past it and they don't see the principle of what they're doing. They lack a lot of respect for others. They lack accountability. They lack a lot of things, and I think that we should start normalizing holding each other accountable for the things that we do and we say, and actually seeing things for what it is. And like I said earlier, when it comes down to drama, when it comes down to girls yelling behind a screen and going back and forth, everybody tunes in. But when it comes down to talking about real life shit, you get 3 to 5 views.
That's the sad part about it, is how that viral content over negativity sells. You know what I mean? And what's crazy, I was thinking about it talking is like, you would think that being women with husbands or men that are in prison or family or whatever in prison, that you would be more empathetic towards one another and sympathetic towards one another. And the last thing you would be doing is creating drama when
and it's not like that. Dude, it's fucking crazy how bad it is. Like, you would think we all go through depression. We all go through sadness without our husbands. We all get frustrated. We all get hurt. We all get lonely. So, like, there should be wives that you could reach out to and be like, hey, like, probably doesn't make sense to other people, but I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling like fucked up inside. And they're like, I get it. Like, I just went through that. So I had a friend that we were like that. She would call me and I would call her. And like, my best friend couldn't understand that because she's never been in a relationship with somebody like that. But my friend that I met through my husband's last facility, like, we would call each other, and like, other people would be like, you bitches are crazy. But it's like, you don't understand the shit that we're going through. You don't understand the emotions, and it's good to have that person. And for these wives to want to fight against each other, it makes no fucking sense, dude. We're all hurting. There's sometimes like China's putting something together and I want to go so bad. At the end of this month, they're going to Six Flags, I think, and then next month to Universal. And I'm like, if you can get together with a few girls that you can really click with and hang out and have fun, like, that's our little escape and our little pampering of ourselves that we need. You know what I mean? And to be with other women that understand what we're going through and can we could talk about things without feeling judged and shit the way we are judged by everybody else is a blessing. But a lot of these wives don't see that. Like, I don't understand why you can't see that. Yeah. Why start drama? Why be fighting each other when we could be?
I think it's like Sophia said, they're just attention seeking. Look at me, look what I can do. That's all it's about. Like, I mean,
Ben said, let me read these real quick. Ben said, yes, you guys are a target and have to be accepting false criticism. And the way you guys have been handling it has been the right way, ignoring them and not arguing with the person that doesn't show their name. So, I talk shit, Ben, but I let it go after that. Sometimes I do it a little longer, but Sophie said, I think a lot comes down to people attention seeking and having low self-esteem. They only feel good when they make others feel the same. That's true, and that's sad. Ben said, misery loves company. Ben said, I meant to say you guys have to be able to handle the criticism and you guys are going about it the right way. No response. Sophie said, when I told my boyfriend about this, he couldn't believe how crazy the ladies act. He said 9 out of 10 people are happy for our relationship, whereas the wives just want to tear each other apart. And for what?
Yeah, see, like one thing about them, and I've noticed several of them. I've noticed that when they are not in a relationship, they want to project that onto others. And then next thing you know, one of them is arguing with her husband, and then her friend is arguing with her husband as well too. And it shouldn't be like that, It shouldn't be where if me and my husband are going through it, it shouldn't be like go argue with your man, or maybe your man is probably doing the same thing as mine. It shouldn't be like that. It
should be the support in the way of like maybe he's going through something. Maybe, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe your husband's going through something. Ask him, did something change? Did something happen to you? You know what I mean? Try to fix it, not make things worse. That's not a friend. That's not somebody that's trying to support you. That's somebody that's trying to watch your downfall. Like, that's secret animosity. That's weird shit to me. I don't want no friends like that.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we were talking about too, like with me and the girls, like, and anybody that I talk to outside of TikTok, and that have my personal number and we text here and there. I've always said that, like, I've always been, even with other girls, I have reached out to them and I tell them, be careful, because I come from a good place. I've been misunderstood a lot of the times, and maybe the way I come at people or the way I send the message, it might be a little too harsh, sometimes it's a little too harsh, but I just feel like a lot of the times it's like these women need to, like, misery loves company. But you know, when you're able to come to somebody that understands where you're coming from because they've been through that, it's such a relief to know that it's like, okay, I could confide in her, and you know, and know that she can understand where I'm coming from, instead of feeling judged, instead of feeling, you know, because yesterday I was on the live and I was talking about how I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends that I considered family. To this day, my kids, you know, and their kids, like, they still call themselves cousins. You know, there's no bloodline between that, but they call each other cousins. They don't know that me and their moms, you know, fell off, and we fell off because they are kind of like, why are you with somebody who's incarcerated? You know, why are you somebody that's locked up that you met while he was in there? And like I was saying yesterday, they seen me with, you know, my children's donor. They seen my face split. They've seen my nose be open. They've seen me at my worst, you know. They've seen me when I hit rock bottom because of my depression, because of everything. And if they can't see how great this man that I met while he was incarcerated, how much peace he has brought to me and my children, how much joy and how much of a father he is to my children, how much he goes above and beyond for my children that are not his. Like, we went to our family visit. It was like they've known each other for, it's like if he's been there since they were born. The bond that they had was crazy. Him cooking for them eating, like my oldest having conversations about school, about what's going on, things that she never really did with her biological dad. So if my friends can't see the peace and happiness that I am at right now to what I was, then that's not a friend. You know, that was like secret animosity or just beneficial friends at that, you know.
So just a quick PSA, because we already got somebody talking shit about drama queens on TikTok. You guys are on my YouTube when you get on my YouTube, and I don't play. So if you're gonna come on here and say some stupid shit, especially not have a name and not have a picture, you will get banned. Like, I'm not gonna play your dumb shit.
Wait, who said it? Who said it? Bring them to me. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
You should. I thought you could see the comments because Daniel can see it. I just blocked them because I'm not gonna do this. Like, I don't tolerate it, and I don't have the fucking patience for it. If you're not gonna show your face and your name on here, keep it to yourself, because I'm not the fucking one. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, I can't stand
that. And I'm not the two.
It's done. Dude, like, it makes no sense. Like, everybody on here is grown ass adults. If you have something to say, hold your balls, dude. Show your face, show your fucking name. If not, don't say nothing at all. Because at the end of the day, you look pussy.
Big.
There's no other way to put it.
What she said. And a period.
Dude.
No, but yeah, you know, I just feel like I said, you know, people always tend to, you know, and I just got reported on my live.
So yeah, see that I can't, like, I don't get it.
Hi haters, you see us. Hi haters, you wish you could be us. But here's to you.
I like that.
I'm gonna tell you.
So they just came on here. She said something about. They said something about you being the biggest drama queen on TikTok or some shit, and I read it and I'm like, what?
Here's my thing, right? That's what everybody tends to say. I'm the biggest drama queen, but every time I bring my receipts, there's crickets. These cockroaches go back under the rock. Every time, right? Every time I come and I don't slap back. I drag back. Every time I put my receipts out and I pull cards, they don't like it. So go ahead, call me the biggest drama queen. But one thing you guys can't say is I'm pussy, or I hide behind a screen, or you guys don't know that I'm talking my shit, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna, you guys could talk all your shit, but none of you guys are gonna touch me. Simple as that.
That's what I say all the time.
And one thing about me is, if I'm running my mouth, not only do I run at the gym too, but my hands run the same way. My hands, like you guys talk about, oh, I'm drama. Like I said, I have a fighting match, right? I have a fighting match on the 21st. So if anybody really feels some type of way, come get in the ring.
They ain't want to do that shit.
Come get in the ring, because I'm so tired of everybody talking about I'm such a bully, I'm fake, I'm full of drama, but nobody has ever dropped receipts on me being fake. Nobody has dropped receipts on me starting drama. I'll end it. I won't start it. I'll end it. And that's the problem.
I'll tell you from a male's perspective, those type of females right there, a man can easily slide in their DMs while their man's locked up, pull them,
give it
put
up
them on camera, and have them doing all the naughties by nature that they have, because it's in their nature to be fucked up people. And I promise you, any swinging dick that wants to slide in the DMs on them females can pull them. I wouldn't, but
Sophie just texted me, China. She said to tell you she loves you.
I love her too. I could be, and like I said, a lot of the times, a lot of females misunderstand who I am. But one thing about me is I run by principles. I move with loyalty. I don't do none of that. And I'm gonna stand on what I say. I stand on what right is right and what wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong, right.
And a lot of the times, every time I speak on something, there's an issue behind it, or because I'm standing up for what I believe in, I'm the drama queen. I love drama. I love drama. Why? Because I'm standing on what I stand on, because I'm speaking my mind, because you guys don't agree with the way I see things. I'm drama because of that, because one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to always end it. I may not start some shit, but I will end it. And that's the problem, that the way I carry myself and the way I conduct myself, a lot of the time, a lot of females be like, oh, well, I think you're just fake. Who have I been fake to? Where? Show me who. And I've said, if I have been that person, call me out on my shit, because behind the screen, I'm the same person. I'm the same person. I may not be like, out there and, talking to everybody and stuff, but the way you guys see me, and if we're at a bar and we're karaoke, I'm the same way. I'm popping jokes. The minute you jump is the minute I jump. That's me, and those, and like
that's
I said,
funny, because that type of shit got me in trouble. If you let my husband tell you about it, like every other week I was going to jail when we first got together, because if somebody talks shit to my homegirls, we're all fighting. Like, I'm the first one to jump up to hit somebody, and he's like, why do you gotta go out and fight all the time?
Hey, Graham, how you gonna deal with that bullshit right there, bro?
Yeah, like that's one thing. That's one thing about me is, and like I said, the people, like the people that are close. No, what do you say?
Go ahead, babe.
I forgot he was on the phone.
He tries to laugh and joke about it, dude, but he used to get so mad. And I get it, because at the time, our daughter, how old was our daughter, babe? She was like 1 or 2. And mind you, I have 2 older kids.
Doing shit like that.
And I was constantly like that, dude. I'd be like that. If somebody said something to somebody, like, we got jumped plenty of times, because.
But you were a lot younger, though. You were a lot younger than yourself.
We didn't fight about her talking to dudes, nothing like that. I used to be fighting with her about being out there banging with other bitches and shit over her friends and shit, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. And that's how it is. And one thing that I'm gonna always say, and I stand on it, the only person that has ever busted my face is my kids' donor, a man, never a female. So I like, to me it does not bother me because, like I said, the group of females that know me personally, they know who I am, and everybody that I've had a fallout with know who I really am. So
I think those females right there are females that they have the same experiences, but they have a tendency to express them differently. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I was telling her that, one thing that needs to be understood by the man is what the woman's experienced in past relationships. You know what I mean? And it seems like those type of females are because they're bullies, they got bullied in their relationship if they're not still being bullied. You know what I mean? Like, they're just expressing what they experienced themselves, and they don't know how to break themselves from it. You know what I mean? Like, those are triggered reactions to trauma right there.
Mm-hmm. And it is. That's why I tell you, when I thought this was a good subject, talking about, the guys coming out and shit, because I tell my husband, like, it's mandatory. When he comes home, we're both doing counseling. Damn, because he got a lot of shit to deal with, and it's mandatory, dude, off top. Like, I'm not playing with that because my husband's been through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And right now we're sitting at a natural life sentence, which means he's never going to come home. But God willing, and I have faith that he will be home one day. So that is something we're going to do together, because we both got to deal with trauma and learn how to do it together. You know what I mean? So that's a thing between him and I. And I push that. If you could afford that, if you can, I can do it through my job. Like, I would push that, because that's something everybody needs.
That's a good program that should be had in prisons. Like, honestly, they should get counselors in there to have marital counseling with, husband and wife or whatever. Like, I think that's a process that should begin there. But I mean, some to fight for in the future, you know what I mean?
So but that's a sad thing that you bring up right now, because I go to the DOC meetings and I'll be fighting with everybody, sending emails and shit. They recently just stopped a lot of the programs in there because they're not allowed to talk about trauma. Like, what? Make it fucking make sense.
Why would you stop about trauma?
Yeah, that's what they told them. They stopped a lot of the programs because they're talking about trauma. Like, so why do you think these men are fucking there?
So then they shouldn't even have the word rehabilitation in the CDCR system.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, that's here in Colorado. So I'm involved in a lot of the meetings and dealing with them and going back and forth and shit. And they just, and I'm like, we're already at a disadvantage for the programs that's offered. And now, because these programs are having the inmates talk about their trauma, you're going to stop it because of that? Like, please, for the love of God, make it make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's why I said everybody's ass backwards, dude. It's crazy. Like, it's sad at the same time. You want these men to come back better people or be better citizens. You know what I mean? How? You set them up every which way you can to fail. And then they want to
sabotaging the program is what it is. It made this in there that's triggered by the sabotaging programs like that. They're triggered by those traumas. That's what they don't like.
Babe.
Yeah.
Why do you think that they stopped those programs?
Well, because they said that they're talking about trauma. That's only that they're not allowed to discuss some type of things. Only if you're in mental health, you're a mental health specialist or something like that. So if you're not that, you can't mention that in any of the programs. So they removed. They did away with the complete program. So like they had this program called Above Recovery. It's a substance abuse program. I took it before they stopped it. I already completed, got a certificate and stuff. But there's a chapter in there where they're talking about trauma. It's like experiencing trauma in our lives, that cause us to start taking drugs and drinking and stuff like that, right? Since the program had that in there, and they're not mental health experts, then they did away with the program. And they had this other one. It was like it's almost like a 7 habits class. It was called I Live. It has to do with like changing your paradigms. You know what I mean? The way you think and getting out of the lifestyle that you were in. They talk about trauma, about experiencing traumas in our lives that cause us to start acting out in the ways that we do, right? Well, since they taught that and they're not mental health specialists, they did away with that program. Then they did another one called Parenting Now, and it's the same thing, that the traumas that some of the parents have in their lives, that they they tend to put that same trauma on their kids. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not on purpose, but other times it's because of the stuff that we went through in our lives. Like sometimes, like abuse gets regurgitated each time. You know what I mean? You go from this set of parents to the next, to the kids, and now to their kids, and it's like a never-ending cycle. You know what I mean? So since they talked about trauma that caused them things, they did away with that program too. So we don't really have a lot of programs left, because they were talking about trauma and a lot of things that causes that. So since mental health don't do it, and mental health offers a little bit of stuff, they took away all the programs.
And we were already at a disadvantage with programs, so it's sad that they're doing that. And then it's just it's a mess out here. But I'm gonna read some comments. Are you still on your live, China?
No, I got banned.
Right after that person? We need to switch and have like one here that we do for the girls.
Well, we had 5.5K likes.
Damn.
And like, yeah, so
that person,
it's all right,
whoever that person
They're
was.
just hating, like, oh man, that is so petty.
Yeah,
like,
so was whoever that person was on here when I said that, and I had just banned them and said that, then they reported her and then she got banned. So whoever that pussy was, sucker free, you're definitely not sucker free, homie. But you know what I mean? Like,
you a sucker for real. What you mean, sucker
Yeah.
free?
sucker for real. Sucker motherfucker.
You a sucker ass motherfucker.
Let me read these comments so we get caught up again. Sophie said, what you find in people project their weakness on others. So, for example, if a woman worries about cheating, they try to plant that seed in another person's head to help validate their own feelings. You're right. That's what I was saying. Like, when you're supporting somebody, you're not supposed to support them in a negative way. It's supposed to be positive. I mean, give them reasons, like I said, your husband, something's going on, something happened, or maybe he's getting sick. Like, who fucking knows? Joey Duckett said, I smell pussy. And he's laughing. We all smelled it, Joey.
Colorado, AZ, and California. We all smelled it.
There was a big ass whiff of it. Sophie said, OG Naomi. Sophie said, when are they going to realize that a lot of people's issues can simply be helped just by talking about it? So many keep it bottled up, which can result in people being incarcerated. Yep.
That's true.
That is true. Where did Daniel go? I like your backgrounds. As soon as you guys move a little bit, it starts weirding out like that. Yours doesn't do it as much as his does, but mine does it too. I hate doing the backgrounds because I have the background of my husband.
You need a green screen.
You need a blue butt. Just kidding.
Huh?
Nothing. I'll tell you what that means later. Fuck. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know. These women. I just feel like they need to invest more time into resources, invest more time into fixing your relationship, invest more time into, making sure your husband is not on a pen pal site, making sure, your husband is having good communications with you instead of worrying about other shit that is irrelevant.
See how my background's fucked up? Like, mine isn't good like your guys'.
I think that they're just in fucked up relationships in there. I think like you said, their men they're catching them on these sides, fucking with other females, and they know damn well they're fucking his homie on the streets. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just that's how they're expressing themselves. Like,
Yeah.
man, get help, man. Go see a counselor. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like instead of these females putting so much time and effort into making fake account over a fake account all the time, they should invest it in making packages and making, their husbands' resumes, or helping them with their credit score, or doing something positive for their husbands. Instead of putting that time and effort into something negative, do it something positive. Go help your man, like,
right.
It's crazy. Like I said today,
you brought up something interesting about helping with their credit. That is something that like really needs to be promoted with a lot of them, because like that is very.
I've been doing that. I've been doing that. We just talked about it. Like my husband's shit's going up, and he's getting like, but I'm finding out people were using his name that weren't supposed to be. So I'm finding that shit right now.
The homie Charlie Brown was telling me that he had this 7 years. And he didn't know that his mom was actually building up his credit for him and shit. And he had an 800 credit score when he got out. He didn't know. They weren't going to tell him until he was able to handle it. But it was just by chance that American Express sent him a black card with a $250,000 fucking spending limit on it. He fucked that off. He fucked that off in a matter of months. So
that's what I was telling my husband. Like, I've been working on his credit because when he does come home, I want him to be able to get a car on his own, not have to worry about it, be able to do stuff without, you know what I mean? Like being able to feel like a man and
that's
his own
important
person.
To his recovery, man. You got to remember something, that when he gets out, they're in recovery from those experiences, from that institutionalization. You know what I mean? Like, it's a complete recovery, a complete change of heart and mind and a lot of things. You know what I mean? These are all things that are critical to the success when they get out. You know what I mean? But you guys are on the right path. You guys yourselves. You know what I mean? And I want, man, fuck them bitches that ain't got nothing better to do than to fucking troll on social media. Like, I mean, how pathetic can you be as a person when you're going to go through such extremes as creating fake ass accounts just to say what you really want to say, when you could say it from your own account and do the shit moving.
Yeah.
So check it out. There's a girl on there that irks my fucking soul, dude. I keep blocking her account and she keeps making new ones, right? So she gets on here, she gets on TikTok and she runs her mouth, dude. Runs her fucking mouth. And then she turns around and she's like, nobody's going to touch me because I'll call the cops. I'll press charges. And it's like, huh?
Okay. What? Well, get your cop call on, man.
Ben said you got all screamed because you went to take a shit. Fucking Ben's always talking shit, dude. We don't want to know that, dude. Does your husband tell you about that stuff, China?
What?
Does he tell you I'm gonna go take a shit, babe, or I went and took a shit and my butthole feels good and shit? Does he tell you stuff like that?
I think my husband is still like, even though we've been together for like 4 years, I think because we met while he was already incarcerated, I feel, and then obviously we've had, this was barely our second family visit. I feel like he's barely starting to get like we're comfortable with each other, but just not that comfortable. We've got to the like farting part, but not.
And you broke the ice, man. You broke the ice.
But not too much like that comfortable, But I feel like just like, me, I'm getting comfortable. He's getting comfortable. So we're just kind of still learning each other's ways. And especially now with, the family visits, like I told him, I was like, I'm going to have to like figure out how to like organize everything, because the way he folds everything, the way he like lines everything up, this man has OCD. So I told him, I was like, I'm gonna have to go through my drawers and throw away papers and other clutter shit that I have. Like, I'm like,
that's what I say too. But my husband's a hoarder. He will say he's not, but if you talk to his best friend, he's a hoarder. He's somewhat of a hoarder.
He still got shit that he had when he first got locked up 25 years ago. What are you talking about? He's a hoarder.
Because you feel really close to your stuff. A little bit of stuff.
He has pictures of me from fucking 2003.
He said you build a bond with your stuff. That's why.
Yeah, hey, tell him to throw them write-ups away, man. He's still holding on to write-ups from when he was at
Are
SMU.
you, babe? SMU write-ups don't matter no more, love.
You see, he got quiet, huh?
Do you really, babe?
What?
Do you have SMU write-ups still?
No, not no more. I got. Yeah, I had them, but I don't have them anymore.
Wait, how long ago?
So when I came to Colorado, I had a downsize, 12 legal boxes, and you can only have one out here. So I had to get rid of a lot of shit. I threw away this, that, and stuff. I just kept the vitals. You know what I mean? I got to pull out paperwork. Here's my vitals right here. You know what I mean? I just have the main shit. That's it.
So
and you have the motherfucking audacity to call me a hoarder. 12 legal boxes, really? And you only got rid of them because they made you?
So my sister was like, "What happened?" She said, "What happened to your live?" I said, "You know, I got banned on the live." I said, and then I told her, I said, "But there was somebody on YouTube, you know, who I guess said that I was the drama queen."
Sister, send me their YouTube so I can talk shit.
Did you hear?
Yeah, who is that?
She said, "Sister, send me the YouTube so I could go talk shit to them."
That's funny.
That's
the
what
name on there was
retaliated because they got blocked here and they went after you.
Yeah.
But you're a drama queen, huh?
Look, I could show you guys. I could show you videos, right? It took about maybe like 6, 7 girls to try to like talk shit to me, and I was by myself, right? They're over there. I'm talking about one of them said like, "Oh, we could go husband for husband," but she doesn't even have a husband, right? So
wow.
Are you talking about the one where you were on with Diana, Jackie, Blue, and all that? So that's the one we were talking about at dinner, because I was like, fucking China was all talking about a dirty neck because of your tattoos. I'm assuming it was because of the tattoos. And then she goes, bitch, you don't even got a neck. And I was like, oh. It was a fun. You have to be in there, I guess, Daniel. You don't have to laugh with us. It was fucking funny to us.
Okay. Yeah. And okay. But see, here's the thing. This person has been an ugly individual because her husband cheated and then it went viral and then obviously embarrassed her through social media, right? So she's hurting already and she's hurting other women. What was the cherry on top for me that I was like, okay, now you want to be a bully? Now I'm going to bully you. Was when she asked another girl to join the live, right? And she had tattoos all over her face and she was like, well, she looks like a clown. She started talking shit about her. Then this girl got on her live, right? And then she goes, let me ask you a question. Why did you get those tattoos? And the girl said, because of everything that I've been through. She's like, well, let me tell you, you look stupid. Wow. You look stupid, right? Mind you, this girl had just lost her grandpa 3 days ago. So she's going to on live. She's, trying to have the TikTok platform to kind of, not think about what she's going through, kind of cope with what she's going through, right? So that was a cherry on top for me. That's why I said, and then she even told her too, like, are you done? She goes, no, you look stupid, woo woo, whatever. There's a way where you could say it. In my point of view, a lot of people don't agree with tattoos on the face or any of that, right? She could have simply said, you know what? In my opinion, I don't like tattoos on people's faces, but to each their own. You get what I'm saying? But now you're trying to bully somebody. Now you're making fun of them or what? So that's why I went on 10 when she came on live, right? So she was like talking about, I'm a hood rat. I got a dirty neck and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I may have a dirty neck, but you don't have a neck, And then she goes on to say, like, if she could pull better motherfuckers than I can.
Yes, I died laughing.
And then she said she could pull better motherfuckers than I can. She said that if we want to go husband for husband, but I told her, you don't have one. Like, your husband literally just cheated on you and it's all over social media. So
see, that's how I think like it's a double-edged sword because like. Okay.
I'm gonna send you a picture of this chick, Daniel, so you can see it. Because when she said that, I was like,
she got put on blast on social media right over this, which is wrong, right? That should have never happened, and she's retaliating tit for tat with the bullshit when, like, to her, if she's watching, dude, it would have been better off for you to reach out to someone like China or Naomi. On the DMs, you know what I mean, and have an understanding conversation and get an ally instead of an enemy. Mm-hmm. Someone who's gonna understand and try to help you through that shit. You know what I mean? But this is the drama that they create for themselves when it's like.
And she just, you could see the hurt in her face, dude. I have no sympathy for this bitch because of the shit that she was saying, but you could see the hurt in her face, and she's not gonna heal that. And you know what I mean? The way she's going about it is she's just building trauma to herself on top of trauma, and it's not going to go nowhere because she's not doing.
She's a wounded fucking animal. She's a.
And let me tell you, I try not to say anything about her ever because I don't give a fuck. But when she came for her and started saying that, I was like, you could pull better than her, like.
And like I said,
I mean, you're married, so yes, you can. You're not gonna pull no.
Exactly, and that's why I said I was like, if you want to go body count, we could do it because it's only been my kid's baby dad, my baby dad and my husband. So if you want to go body count for body count, we can do that. Can nobody sit here and pull my card because there's nothing, So, and I've always said, hurt people, and that's what she's doing, and that's why I said you're hurting, and you think that it's okay to hurt other people, and then not only that, but I had made a previous video to her saying because she was drinking. So you're a grown woman blaming alcohol for your actions. That does not justify your actions because I was drinking. I don't remember what I said. But you remember who was on your live. You remember exactly what you said, word for word, but you don't remember, like, let's do the math because the math is not math. So to me, that was like the cherry on top. So after I gave her what she was giving other people, because that wasn't just the only person that she bullied on social media. There had been many, many, many other prison wives, other women who she bullied on social media. And like I said, my biggest thing is I dislike bullies, and I will bully the bully, and so
now if you look at that one, Danielle, there was like, it's boxes like this, right? There was a bunch of them. And the other thing that blows my mind about it is China's on there by herself. I think I seen the recording you posted because I didn't see the live, but because I would have jumped on there too. But there was like 7 or 8 other bitches on there attacking her by herself, right? And all of these bitches are delusional because the shit that this chick is saying, how are you going to be like, oh, I'm the one, you got the right one today, girl, let me start talking my shit. For what? You're backing up a bitch that is retarded.
Not only that, but
she's just
they're backing up a prison wife, right? A prison wife who her husband's been down for I don't know how long. She's talking inappropriate to her 5-year-old, talking about your daddy put babies in my mouth and I swallowed them at conjugal visits. Those babies are 5 years, they're 5. They're twins. They're 5. So
let me tell you, dude, I asked my husband when that conversation came up and I told him, because that's what she told her. Like, why the fuck are you telling your daughter that? Our daughter's 20. She's an adult.
To the streets.
So I told my husband, if I ever told our daughter that, whether it be when she was 5 or now, what would your reaction be? He would like, I fuck you up. Like, you should never be talking to your kid like that.
I'm talking about the Jackie Reese, Jackie's video. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna play the audio for it.
Oh, you're talking to the comment?
No, not Angel, you. Julia and you.
An angel?
No, there's no angel in there.
What's angel? What's angel?
Like they're sending you hearts. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, look, she sent you a rose, a flower. Thank you.
Thank you. But Mommy, what was Angel in the tummy?
Angel was not in the tummy with you two.
But Angel was a baby.
Yeah, but not in the same time with Mommy's tummy.
But there's a lot of space in there.
No, there's
Mommy, can you eat?
Did I eat you?
Yes.
Yep. So Daddy was putting his babies in my mouth, and what happened was I swallowed them, but it went into my belly.
I don't want to hold down.
Yes, at conjugal visits at prison, we were having family visits, and usually
Wait, Mommy.
there.
Join me?
No, not Angel, you, Julia, and you.
So I was told about that video, right? I was told about that video. I didn't hear it and I didn't see it personally, so I didn't speak on it until I got the screen record of it. That's when I exposed it. So because I exposed it and I put it out there, I said, y'all condone this type of shit? This is weird. You don't tell a 5-year-old that type shit. So she went on lives with another prison wife, the one that got cheated on, Blue, and they started bashing another woman who, went through what she went through. That girl from Emma from UK, they started laughing at her situation, right? Mind you, these two individuals, one is always in the doghouse, can't set her boundaries straight, and then the other one got cheated on, doesn't have a husband no more. So they're both hurting. They're both going through whatever they're going through, laughing at another woman's pain, and then in between that, my name is being brought up and I'm being talked about. So when I tried to address it with her, she wanted to go call me a hood rat. She wanted to go call me a dirty neck. She wanted to go talk her shit. So you want to talk shit about me? I'm going to talk shit about you too. And now I became the bully. Now I became the problem. Now I became the drama queen because I called out shit for what it was.
That chick needs counseling. She needs some help for reals.
Yeah, and so here's the thing that so Jackie and Diana wanted to say like I don't know if she thought she ate with the comment, but she said I've had my kids take nude pictures of me when they were little. I used to shoot up in front of my kids when they were little. So if you think by her telling the 5-year-olds what she said, if you think that was bad, imagine what you would think about what I did. I would not be proud to say that.
That's her defense of the shit?
Yeah, so that was her best.
I'll do her to be worse than like.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was her best friend, right? So then it came back to like, oh, you're mad because you don't have a best friend like me. No, bitch, I do not want a friend like yours.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Keepers, so that's where the drama had started, and then people started inserting themselves. People started commenting, not knowing what was behind it and why I said what I said. So apparently to everybody else, I'm the bully. But they don't know behind it. They don't know what is behind it. Now, these women have dragged other prison wives through the mud because of shit that they do. And like I said, to each their own. You get me? Don't sit there and throw a rock and hide your hand. Don't sit there and think that you've done worse and you've done similar shit. So don't try to sit there and drag somebody when you've done the worst. Right. Don't, it's double standard type shit. I don't fuck with that. That's double standard. It's okay for my friend to do it, but it's not okay for somebody else to do it.
And let me talk shit about the other person who did it, but back up my friend who did it. So that's the mind-blowing thing too, is like she was putting on there, I ride hard for my best friend. You're dumb. You're like out there, dude, because not only that, I want to say that I might be wrong. I doubt it, but I want to say 3 years ago when I first got on TikTok, they were talking about Diana being a fucking inmate hopper at that time. It was Diana and it was this Ashley bitch. And then she went away because she got drugged. She ran away for like a year or two and then she popped back up and now she's all over everything. But it's like, it's the same type of shit. You know what I mean? And you're condoning fuckery and you're doing fuckery. And that's like the popular thing. Like, oh, we're cool because of that. And then they talk about not bullying, but then they get on a platform where there's 8 bitches against one. What do you think?
Yeah. So then after that, after I exposed that video, right? She goes on to her best friend goes on to say this.
My bullshit is just bullshit. But a motherfucking bestie that will have your back when they have Jackie back when the bitch is sleeping. Have your bestie that have your back when she's alive and I'm not alive. That's the thing, you guys. And don't be mad because I have back Jackie back and she got my back. Sumo wrestler, Brutus type Brutus. You already know. $1,000 for whoever gets that, who that is. See, here's the thing. We don't even have to taste. Butterface is so and so. Tinkerbell is so and so. Oompa Loompa is so and so. We ain't allowed to tell you. You guys already know. That's the funny shit. You guys already guessed the motherfucking people. So who is motherfucking Nacho Libre Lu? You guessed him. Don't be mad, sister. She's boring. She's fucking boring, dude. This is my 8th account. I'm already.
So she said that I'm boring. She named me Barney, Cypress, Cyputis, Lucha Libre, sumo wrestler. She gave me all the names in the book, right? So I clapped back, and then that was a problem. That was a problem. I'm a bully, you know, because, and like I said, I have a lot of followers, and a lot of them send me screen recordings, send me screenshots of everything that I could block a person, but I'm still gonna get the receipts. And then they cry because why are you still talking shit about me? Why are you still posting about me? Why are you still putting my name or dropping my name into something? Because you keep talking about me. That's why, you know. And then so then they had showed a little clip of something, right? But I don't know if you guys could kind of see it. Hold on.
I think it's because of your background. You can't put it in front of your face. Yeah.
You think it's too hard on
you. You want to attack Jackie? I'm right here.
And I don't like that about you.
I'm going to keep coming for you as long as you keep attacking my friend. Yeah.
Okay. No, ma'am.
Okay.
You don't even know me.
I replied to 3 of your comments and you wanted to block me. You didn't put no pressure. You
keep
talking shit. You keep giving me
You're boring.
I'm boring.
Bent over there.
Why don't you get with all our enemies that you've been doing something about us?
That's exactly what she did. She's trying to build her content up and trying to make a name for herself.
Does Ashley have anything to say?
Nobody has anything to say. Do you have anything else to say?
Okay. She want to go realize that she made it so much. She want to
come in this box. Block and go. Block and go. Like so you really ain't got to see it on God. You really ain't got to see it.
There's no way you're talking about block and go because you blocked me from one account, but you were still viewing me.
Because I don't even use that other account. Block and go. And literally, you
so that was that one, right? And then there was this one.
Hold on, I'm a big bitch. I pull better niggas than you do. Because if we want to go what a husband looks like and what a husband looks like. Like you don't have one. You don't have one. No, bitch. I'm legally married. I have one.
So I had,
even if she thought her husband looked better than yours, he's not with her and he's not claiming her. So how are you going to sit there and say, I got one. You got one that cheated on you, that doesn't want you, that publicly said it.
So that's why I said, like, and when I sit here and I tell you that I have receipts for everything, I have receipts for everything. And I'm like so over the fact that a lot of females be like, oh, you're full of drama. You're full of drama. I'm responding to what you guys got to say, and I'm going to defend myself. And like I told my girls, I said, I could sit here and battle my own shit alone. And then I'll go to the group chat and start talking about it. I'm not going to go and be like, oh, come and defend me. No, because we all hold our own ground. We all stand on our own 2 feet, you know, and that's what a lot of the time, that's what people get upset about.
That's what I was counting. How many girls were in there with you? There was 8.
It sounds like Jerry Springer. That sounds like some straight Jerry Springer shit.
Yeah, it was just nothing
Yeah,
but
but these girls, Daniel, that are on there saying all this, a couple of them had said, "You ain't gonna touch me, I'll call the cops." Like, but you got a mouth, dude. Make your mouth match your hands. If it doesn't match,
they're
then
from
don't do
Texas.
that.
They're from Texas. They're from Florida. They're from out of state. And I even said, does anybody in down south in Cali want to run your fate for you?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like, that's why I tell you, like, I don't have patience for it. I just can't. Like, I'll get on there to check my notifications and shit, but it's like, that's the part too that's crazy, is like everybody's on this same shit. But a lot of these girls too that are on the TikTok stuff are on there for clout. Like, they're in these relationships because they think they see the visit pictures and the visit videos, like everything's cherries. Like, they don't realize what a real wife that has a husband in prison goes through. It's
They don't
just
have no lives. It sounds to me. It seems like they don't have any life at all outside of the drama that they seek in life. You know what I mean? Like, man, what's good about your life? Can you tell me something good about your life? Like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know.
I seen a baby go by.
Yeah, my son.
He looked like a ghost real quick.
He's all,
I know. I thought I'd see something go by too. Like,
he was gonna go play the piano.
was
Oh,
it?
man.
Now go play. Let's see.
Babe, Ramon Mesa's on. He said, what's up, bad boy, Brother Brown? And it's Mrs. Schultz tapping in. Culo, Greyhound, much love. And then he said, where's Greyhound at, fam? Where are you at, babe?
I'm right here.
He's playing PlayStation right now.
No, he's in the pod, so he can't. Are you in the pod still, or did you go to your room?
Yeah, I'm still in the car.
So you
Damn,
can't
he's sitting there. I thought he was chill back on his bunk and shit.
That's why we could hear him clear, because when he's on the tablet, like, he sounds like that's what Sophie was making fun of him for, because he sounds like he's muffled.
And the thing.
And like it's distorted and shit. Yeah, like that. Anyways,
what's up, Ramon?
who's that, Amanda?
I don't know, but I'm guessing she's from TikTok.
Well, yeah, because you could see the picture. She said, "Oh, really? I didn't know she was like that. That's crazy. Definitely will be unfollowing her on TikTok."
Oh, because of the video of, and that's the thing, that not a lot of people have heard that video. I mean, it's has like maybe what 8,000 views. A lot of people shared it as well, but it, like I said, there's a lot of new faces to the platform, new faces to the journey that they don't know the history or the the issues behind it and stuff. So when a lot of them hear it, then they're like, oh,
never mind.
Because they try to play this part of a victim. They do what they do, and then they delete the other videos and then kind of want to refresh, but it's like, it's there. You said what you said, and you haven't even taken accountability for what you said and what you did. And to this day, you kind of try to joke about it and make, laugh about it. And it's not okay.
And it's crazy for the ones that think it is okay. Because, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you tell little kids that? And like, my husband said,
that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, that's just crazy, dude. Like, I mean, when you're gonna promote yourself as being a cum swallower, then yeah, you're probably gonna attract somebody that's gonna treat you like shit and cheat on you, and you're a worthless piece of shit at the end of the day. I mean,
that's where her relationship, her marriage is at right now. That's why she's in the doghouse 24/7, and she puts it out there on social media. So I'm not sitting here and just talking out of my ass and just saying, oh, that's what I think she's doing. No, because she said it plenty of times. I'm in the doghouse again. I've been in, it's been 3 months and I'm still in the doghouse. So it's like, instead of putting all this energy in social media, go fix your marriage. Go Google some good boundaries to set for your marriage so your marriage could work. Go do something productive with your life so your marriage could benefit from it, instead of being on here trying to give other women advice on setting boundaries, instead of giving advice on to other women about your situation. And that's where females get it like mixed up, to where they should watch out who gives the advice. Sometimes the advice that they give is not coming from the right person, because I can't sit here and tell you, set your boundaries when the ones that I've set for myself are not working.
Yeah, you can't even set correct ones for yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've seen her come up on my FYP page, and she's always talking about boundaries and shit. And then I've heard her saying that too. Like, I can't stand her, dude. I keep blocking all of her and Diana's account. Like, I can't stand either one of them, because my thing is, if you're gonna talk shit and somebody calls you out and says, let's meet up somewhere, then meet up. If you can't do that, then don't talk shit. You got other things you could talk about on there. You could talk about your delusional boundaries. You know what I mean? You could do other things than try to do all that. And then too, like, for me, I don't see how you're not embarrassed to get on there and be like, talking your shit, and then being like, yeah, you ain't gonna touch me because I'll call the cops on you. Like, what? Who raised you?
Yeah, to me, I feel like it irks my soul when, like I said, new faces are coming into this journey, and they mix being real with being fake. Like, they can sit here and act like they're good people and they have good intentions, but in our reality, they don't, and they play the part of like, oh, well, I'm real, and I'm raw. There's a difference.
I'm going to send you my meme on that. Because a lot of people say they're real, but real what? Real fake, real irritating, real delusional. Which real is it? Which real are you?
Yeah, and that's the problem, that it's like a lot of these females, and like I've always said, be careful on who you open up to, be careful on who you associate yourself with, be careful with who you carry yourself, like who you surround yourself with, because not everybody has good, pure intentions towards your relationship and towards you as a person. And I've always said, like, you can't trust anybody. You cannot trust anybody, because the amount of girls that I've really came across with and have really done me grimy and dirty is crazy, and I've learned throughout the years to just kind of distance myself. And it's like, one thing that I've always said is, I'm not going to let a snake bite me twice. That's one thing all right, you want to apologize and take accountability? I could be cordial with you, but don't ever think that I'm ever going to be cool with you again. Don't ever think that I'm going to kumbaya with you. I could let bygones be bygones. Stay the fuck over there. I'll stay over here. But don't ever think that I'm going to, kumbaya with you again.
I can't even do that, because once you go there like that and it's a wrap, like, that's why I told you when I first talked to you about the whole, when they reached out to you after the Lindell stuff, and they were like, we apologized, we were wrong. And I'm like, dude, you already showed your ass. You showed who you were. Like, I don't want your apology. I don't want to see your name. I don't want to ever hear you talk about me again. You stay over there, I'll stay over here, and leave it at that. But they can never do that. And then they talk about everybody else's drama. And it's like, dude, you guys are the ones that are the biggest drama. You don't like it when people pop back, because then you think you're popping back, and you're really not.
Left. Yeah,
it's just it's sad, and it's sometimes it is entertaining, because I tell my husband, like, I only get on there to laugh, you know what I mean, to like look at all the bullshit. But lately, like, it's crazy drama.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, there's times that I be swiping the For You page, right, and I'm just like, well, shit, finally it's not about me, and I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't know that they were beefing. Oh my God, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. So obviously I don't have like real life drama. I have real life problems out here. Being a single parent is like, there's the real life shit that goes on out here. But to be like, oh, I have a problem with this individual, this person, or I have drama in real life with people, I don't have real life drama with anybody. that people strongly dislike me, probably, you know, that they talk shit about me, probably a lot of people do, but that doesn't affect me, and doesn't change who I am, you know. And a lot of people at the times, like I've seen, like when I'm on live or whatever, they kind of like, you know, be getting annoyed of me speaking on issues, addressing issues. And like I said, you guys don't like it, you guys could keep scrolling. You guys don't have to sit on my live and hear me out. If you guys think that I'm just yapping, or if I'm just talking too much shit or whatever, so be it. That's what this platform is for, entertainment, you know. That's what it's for. Like, if you don't like it, just block me.
And that's what I say on here. Like, if you don't like what we're talking about, or you don't like us, or you know what I mean? I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea either. Like, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to get on here when I'm on. You don't have to follow us. Like, make it make sense. All of us are adults. Most of us on TikTok are adults. If you don't like that person, block them. I've never engaged with Diana. I've never engaged with Jackie. I don't like them, so I block them. It's unfortunate that I have to unblock, that I have to keep blocking 50,000 fucking profiles, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But at this point, like, we're all adults. Just, you don't like us, don't watch us. You don't, you know what I mean? Block you on TikTok. Don't come on YouTube. Like, it's that fucking simple. And then if you don't like it and you got something to say, hold your balls, put your name and your face on there and say what you got to say. If you can't do that much, then don't comment.
Yeah, it's like today, you know, today again, somebody made a fake account and was talking about you and your friends. And so I messaged, you know, somebody else had commented and they're like, well, can you guys take your beef to your DMs, like not on my section, you know? And so I said, I mean, I'm getting tagged, so I'm going to reply. I said, but my DMs are always open. And this person kept going and kept going. And so I was like, I'm not about to go back and forth with somebody that has no picture, no name, no nothing, you know? And so then again, come back to like, oh, you just like to argue with yourself. And all you do is, you know, start drama and this, that, or the third. And then once I went to the DMs, once I slid into the DMs, like, okay, what's good? Like, who are you? Like, what's up? What do you want to do? They ended up deactivating their account. So my thing is like, why go out of your way to waste your time, create an account to say what you want to say in a comment section, but when somebody hits you up in the DMs, you want to deactivate your account, you know? That's why I said, and me and the girls have said it plenty of times, is we're not going to keep entertaining. As soon as it's a fake account, we're blocking. Whatever they want to say and comment, we're blocking. We're not even going to reply no more. We're not even, and it's a struggle. I've been struggling with that. I'm not going to lie. I've been fighting myself because the way I want to like just clown everybody and drag everybody into it, like bring your mama, your sister, your cousin, your pet, your bird. I'm going to talk shit to everybody. You know, I've been struggling with like, I'm not going to engage because I'm trying to shift this whole community thing, you know? I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to like, you know, just change the whole dynamic. And like I said, you know, I did like this little gathering for Six Flags, and then after Six Flags, you know, the Universal Studios and stuff, just because it's a group of women who understand each other, group of women who can relate to each other, and a group of women who can have something to talk about, because sometimes you can go and talk to other people and they don't really understand where you're coming from, you know?
Yeah. That's why I said that was a good thing that you did that, because I did that for our groups on Facebook. Like, we did Valentine's thing together. As us girls, because we don't have that with our husbands, you know what I mean? And it was a weekday. So we got together and did that. But it's like, it would be nice if other girls can do that. But like you said too earlier, like, you can't trust everybody. I know you opened it up for everybody, but then at the same time, I'm like side-eyeing, like, you know,
well, I said it's an open invite. Even my ops could come. You guys want to catch a friendly fade and then we get on the rides? I don't care. I will toss you outside the ride, you know, but it's an open invite. But it's like, at the end of the day, behind the screen, it's it's really nothing, you know. When I take it personal is when you bring my kids into it and when you bring my husband into it. That's when it's personal to me. That's when I'm just gonna have to give your family discounts on a t-shirt type shit, you know? But when it comes to when it's about me, calling me a big bag, calling me Barney, calling me Lucha Libre, trying to make fun of me, I like I've always said, I grew up in a Mexican household. My own mom made fun of me. You think you're gonna your comments or anything is gonna hurt me? No.
Mm-hmm.
No, like it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to affect me and it's not going to affect my daily life. I'm still going to get my money. I'm still going to sleep right. I'm still going to eat right and I'm still going to shit right.
You used to kill me when you put the big back video.
Greyhound, so what do you think about all this, Greyhound? What do you think about
He's not on. He hung up. I think he went to his room.
Oh shit.
So
I'm all alone now.
Yeah, you're the only that's the way it should be. Like I'm telling you, girl, all the times we do these, it's always him and my husband and all the guys talking shit to me, and I'm like defending myself the whole time. I'm like, fuck you. So it's good.
Where they at now? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
you're the oddball out. But I think that's cool that you're doing that. I mean, there's gonna be ups and downs no matter what you try to do, but I think you're doing good doing that. I was going to tell you we should try to do like a cruise out of Long Beach. Like a 2-3-day cruise.
Yeah, that's what so I have that in mind, and then I also had like a camping, but not everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the ones that I
end up in those prisons with our husband.
Yeah, those that I could, trust with my eyes closed, and those that have good pure intentions, because if we go camping with the whole community, I'm gonna be like this.
Hell yeah, I won't even be sleeping.
Yeah, like
the cartoons with the toothpicks in their eyes.
No one will go hunting or camping with me. Everyone I've ever asked in their prison, hey, you want? No one will, and I'm like, bro, hell no, bro. I would never go out in the woods with you. Like,
you're funny. I have a thing with it. My husband laughs because my family does a camping trip every summer, and we go, and they know that wherever they pick for us to go, it has to have a shower because I won't fucking go. I need a shower, dude. I can't do it.
Man, you can't even go camping.
I gotta have a shower. My mom, you know what? It's so bad that my mom went and bought a fucking RV that has the shower so that I'll go, because if there's not a shower, I won't go. I need my shower.
Yeah. They have to have.
Oh my God, Karen, can you please stop?
Don't fucking call me Karen.
Okay, you guys, I'm 54 years old. I don't know what DM is. I know what a BM is.
The direct messages, the private message, a PM, a DM, directly in your box.
Yeah, that's what I say about all that. Like, even the terminology that's used, man, I'm out here and I'm not even up on it. I'm looking on it, it'd be like BTOXOY, whatever. Like, what the fuck does that shit mean?
I'll tell my husband some shit and he's like, what? And I go, what? And he goes, I don't understand. I'm like, you don't fucking understand what? And then I'll have to explain it to him.
They ask him, does he know what EBT is?
If he knows what EBT is?
Yeah.
I wish I knew what EBT was.
Right.
No, I'm talking about locked up. That's two different things.
Oh, see? There you go. He better not. If it's some weird shit, he better not know, because I'll flip him out.
EBT is an early bedtime, man. We got EBTs, early bedtime.
Yeah, he definitely
lots of free time. LRDs, long rest of the day.
He definitely got grandpa syndrome going on, because this man, he talks shit. He's like, babe, I'm going to be in the tournament, the fucking Call of Duty shit. He's like, we're going to go. We're logged in there until midnight. And I was like, well, you can't stay up past 9:30. What the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, no, I'm going to do it. And then the next morning he calls me. And I'm like, what time did you go to sleep? 9:25. I'm like,
yeah,
sure.
that's my husband too. He'll be like, oh, are we going to stay up and watch a movie? I'm like, okay. By the time we're halfway to the movie, I'm like, hello. He's dead asleep.
Yeah, that's mine too. Like, we try to stay up watching the Avatar 2.
He's gonna watch a movie. And
my husband has grandpa syndrome, though, dude. Like, he's goes to bed early, but he gets up early as shit too. What is that?
Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, he does
Yeah,
Call
so
of
like
Duty.
I had the Galentine's too with the girls. We had a virtual one. You know, we had a paint and sip. So everybody, you know, I told them like go grab a canvas, some paint, you know, and so we were doing it on live or whatever. It was a good thing, you know. It was a bunch of good laughs and everything. So I've been trying, you know, but to do little things and stuff like that. But like I said, you know, it's gonna take more for the movement to change, the dynamic to change, like everything to be positive. If everybody, you know,
yeah, it's gonna take more than
just
just
kind of
doing
does the
it by
same thing, you
yourself.
know.
It's gonna take more than you doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be a bunch of people with you trying to get things going, because it that's the sad part, is like everybody's quick to jump on the bandwagon when it's negative and drama, if you will. But when it's positive and it's talking about healing and shit like that, like it's pulling teeth. You know what I mean? Like you can't do it.
Crazy, man. That's really crazy shit.
That's why I said everybody's ass backwards. Everybody's ass backwards.
Yeah, I mean, if you put to jump on the hating China train, everybody's gonna jump on it. That's why I told one of the I told one of the girls, I said, girl, you better hop on that shit because they're leaving you behind. It took you a while to comment some stupid shit, but you know, I told her like, hey, they're leaving you behind. You better hop on that shit.
So me and Sophie were talking about that because she asked me about that girl, and I was like, the name sounds familiar, but I can't, like right now I can't think of it, because they ended our visit early Friday. Some shit had happened, and everybody got kicked out of the facility, right? So I wasn't thinking, like I was still stuck on that shit that was going on. And she was asking me about that girl, and I was like, I don't know. And then she showed me the picture, and I was like, that's the one me and you talked about. And I was like, that bitch visits here.
Mm-hmm.
So she better hope I don't see her at visit, because the type of bitch I am is I'll wait till after visit and then I'll fuck you up. Yeah. And then you're not going to know until you're getting your ass beat why you're getting your ass beat. And it's because you shouldn't be opening your fucking mouth about people. Like you had nothing to do with
that. Thank God I'm single today.
I didn't have nothing to do with that, of all that too, but I consider you my friend. So I'm like, you know what I mean? You done fucked up. You don't know. That's why I keep telling them too. Like, you think you're safe behind these screens, talking shit, behind the phone, behind the computer. You don't know who sees what.
Yeah.
Baby. Daniel's all sad because you left him hanging out with the girls by himself.
That's fucked up, man. I feel like, damn. That was brutal, bro.
I think we'll have intermission real quick. Come and get something to eat and drink and come back to my house.
I know. I made me a little prison spread over here right now. You know what I'm saying?
We're supposed to be doing that, and we haven't did that yet. So we were gonna do one, China, where we, like, my husband tells us what to get, and we were gonna make one with him. They be eating some weird shit, dude.
Yeah, you know, I had started doing on Sundays prison meals, but prison snacks, right? That our husbands like kind of put us on. The rice bowls, the spreads, the tamales, like everything that they do in there, right? And I had one that you know, she did the rice bowls. I had another one who did what did she do? I think it was like the tamal. And then I would ask other, like, you know, other prison wives, like, hey, do you want to, you know, do something for a Sunday? But it was kind of like nobody started kind of like wanting to do it. So I was just like, I'll just, you know, leave it, I guess. But then there was like, oh, I thought you were doing the cookings on Sundays. And I'm like, well, I can't do all of them. You know, I would want for everybody to like interact and show me what your man, you know, showed you. Like, what meal do you like, or what snack do you like that is prison related? You know, like my favorite one is the spread. That's my go-to. That's my favorite one. I haven't tried the rice bowls, but
they've been making some weird shit. One of my friends was telling me about her husband getting a cake with Sprite and some other cookies and some shit. It was just, do you see that comment?
Didn't someone drop their address and you didn't pull up? Which one are you talking about? Nessa? Yeah, she lives 6 hours away from me, and like I said, I'm killing two birds, one stone.
She's 6 hours away.
She's 6 hours away. I'm killing two birds, one stone. And like I said, and like I told her, I'm a mother. I have priorities first. I know what my hands can do. And if she really wants my fade, she could come and get it.
I can get to Los Angeles from Phoenix here quicker than that.
If she really, like I said,
California's huge, dude. Like, how long does it take you to get from one end to the other of California?
It's about
Because
10
Colorado,
hours.
I think it's only like a couple hours.
Where?
You know what I mean? In Colorado.
She said no, not Nessa.
California's huge.
That's close to you. Are you talking about Sunflower's cousin or Sunflower's family?
So now we're dealing with some.
Why do we gotta figure it out? Just say it.
Is that what's going on?
I mean, is this a trivia question?
Right.
Are we on Wheel of Fortune? Like, what?
I mean, how does that help? How does that help with the relationship when the man gets out of prison? And how does it help him cope with the relationship when he gets out? Like, how does that help anybody?
But this is why I don't put my shit like on TikTok like that, because it's always the fuck shit. It's always the bullshit. Like, it can never be, you know what I mean? And then they want to get mad.
She did drop an address, but she dropped an address to an auto zone, and then she dropped an address to like a bunch of like apartments, right? Not a specific one. Now, me and her and Sunflower, we addressed it. There was no issue. It has been dead, and that's that. So right. I don't know what you're trying to get to with that comment.
Right.
Because if you're not the person, I mean, unless you want to drop your address, then we could talk about it. Because I don't understand leave that TikTok shit for TikTok. This is YouTube.
Yes. So do you see the difference though? Because we'll get on here for a long time and not have issues like that, and then we can block them and stuff.
I like it here.
That's what it's more calm. Like, and then like we have our family. You know what I mean? Like the people like Ben, Ramon, Joey Duckets. We have people that we interact with all the time, and it's like it's more laid back and chill here than it is like all the drama. That's why I tell you need to come over on this side.
It's better. And you know the thing about it is like you can transfer all of your TikTok, all of your content from there, even screen record or whatever, and just upload it here. And you can, once you get 50 subs, you can go live, and once you do that, you can build from there.
I think I'm gonna do that. But I mean, you can subscribe to the channel if you want to. I mean, since you're on here.
Right.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Right.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome. You know, where we talk about everything. We talk about TikTok drama. We talk about weird shit. We talk about real shit. We talk about what can help your husband, your loved one incarcerated. Welcome to the YouTube channel where we talk about everything.
And if you haven't noticed, because I'm sure you got on here because you were on China's live, this is called Married Lifers Round 100 with Greyhound. So you're going to get the wrong 100.
There are two men in on this conversation, and we did begin by speaking about the relationships and how they can you know, problems that they'll have when he gets out of prison, and we're trying to, you know, speak to those issues, some things that really matter to help a man stay out of prison and to help their relationship grow when he gets out. So that's the point.
So she just, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, said, I have a question for you. Is it true you are for the kids? You stand for the kids.
We all do.
Is that you? They're talking to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I think we all stand for the kids.
I think everybody should. Like, kids should be, when we talked about that earlier, kids should be off limits. Like, you should never be talking about anybody's kids ever. I don't care what the issue is. I don't care if you're beefing with me, with her, with him. Like, the kids should never be brought up.
I'm gonna tell you, like Whitney told you, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Are you gonna start singing for us?
Give them a sense of pride, not a sense that you can swallow a man whole. I'm saying, and poop out some babies. Not that. I mean, I didn't. I'm sorry. My apologies. I mean,
he said, "Let me get back to my game."
Daniel's on you playing Call of Duty, babe.
Who says she will beat up a pregnant person?
No, this is their fault.
Okay. I'm not friends with that person. That's my sister. And my sister said what she said. And she said what she said. Now, if this pregnant person is on social media running her mouth, she should understand what comes behind it. If you're pregnant, you shouldn't be getting yourself involved in some things that are going to jeopardize you and your baby.
Right. Why don't you consider your baby over your sister? Like, why don't you?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
About your own child instead of the drama that your sister is dragging you into and the stress that you're putting on your unborn child. Because all of this drama, all of this stress, all of this bullshit that you're expressing, that you're getting yourself caught up in, young lady, I'm here to tell you that you are putting that into your child right now when you should be nurturing your child. Like, why don't you put on some Mozart for your kid? Why don't you get into something that's going to benefit your child? Because any doctor will tell you that right now you need to be nurturing your child in the way that you want him to go. But if you want him to grow up to be like your sister, it's a drama queen and full of this bullshit, then continue on.
No, so this person is asking because my sister, right? My sister called out some girl. She called out some girl for basically just being weird with her, right? So she has a personal problem with this individual. This individual out of the blue started saying she's pregnant. So, but she's getting herself involved in some shit that has nothing to do with her, but now she's using the I'm pregnant card. I don't know personally if she is or not, but what my sister said was, I'll beat your ass. Pregnant or not, I'll beat your ass. You keep talking shit, I'm going to beat your ass. That's what she said. So now they're trying to say because, I stand up for kids and I'm for the kids, that I'm okay with what she said. At the end of the day, like I said, she's so concerned about her pregnancy. Stay the fuck off social media. Stop talking shit, because you're going to run into somebody that is going to talk shit to you, and you are going to run into somebody that is not going to care whether you're pregnant or not. That's my thing, and that's her thing too. Don't sit on social media and talk your shit if you're pregnant.
Man,
okay, so you want to say that she's lying? That's not her sister. When she started on here, she talked about these girls being her friends, and they're closer than that to her, so she considers them her sister. Like, you're picking at shit that don't matter. You know what I mean? And you're bringing this up. Like, what does it have to do with you? Listen, kids are off limits no matter what. But you can't walk around. This is my thing. This is my thing. Kids are off limits.
Woman, you're talking about someone who's pregnant that's engaging in this type of activity. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about that one woman who's claiming to be pregnant, that's putting herself in a position, her child's self in a position that's at risk. You know what I mean?
But that's what they're all doing. Even when they're scared, they're doing that. That's the thing that I said is confusing to me. Like, if you're scared and you can't fight, or you don't want to fight, or whatever the issue is, then you shouldn't be talking shit. Exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, people find reasons to hide behind it. Yes, kids are off limits. I don't care. Like, if she's really pregnant, she should be off limits, but she shouldn't be running her mouth. So it's like contradiction to itself. You know what I mean? Because you should be worried about your kid and not be talking shit if you really are pregnant, like he's saying.
Exactly. And that's where I'm getting to. That it's like, if I was pregnant and I know that there is females that really don't care to touch you, I'm not putting myself and my pregnancy and my involved in any type shit. I'm going to stay away, and I'm going to keep to myself. Everybody else's problems and drama should not be my concern. My concern should be me carrying a healthy pregnancy through the whole term. That should be my concern. But it might, and like I said, blood doesn't make you related. And I mean, not having blood, doesn't make you family. Yeah, that's my friend. And we're like this. That is my sister. I consider her my sister. So just because we don't have the same blood,
whoever you are, Patterson, whoever you are, Patterson, there's the link. You could jump on and say what you got to say.
Yeah,
because at this point, like, like at this point, you know what I mean? Say what you say and move on with it. Because I don't get the going back and forth. And like you keep pointing out that that's not her sister. I mean, she started out saying that her friends were close to her and that's what she considered them. If that bothers you, like, I'm confused on that.
Exactly. Like, and that's why I said, just because that we don't have the same blood running through our veins does not make, they're more of my sisters than my actually bloodline. So I don't understand why people are so pressed or so mad because I call them sisters and we didn't come from the same freaking vagina.
I'm gonna say this, like China said earlier, and I say this all the time: right is right and wrong is wrong. Two wrongs don't make it right. But as she said, if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna put your child, I'm not saying you, because obviously it's not you, but if this person is gonna put her child at risk by saying and doing what she's playing games, childish games online, then she's the one who needs to be spoken to. She's the one who needs to be addressed. Like, you shouldn't be coming over here speaking to what someone else is doing. The threat is being
okay. Well, stop, like, seriously, stop commenting and get in the box with us, so you could say what you got to say. Because at this point, like, this isn't going anywhere. And like I said to even our own followers, if you don't like what we say, you don't like us, then simply don't follow us. Don't come on here. It doesn't change the way I sleep at night. Like, I don't care. But this is just dumb. If you're gonna say something, just jump on.
I didn't know.
Help me, Graham.
I didn't know sisters talk shit about each other. Yeah, sisters talk shit about each other. Sisters bump heads with each other. Everybody does. Every family does. But every family does. But one thing you're not gonna sit here and say that I've ever talked shit about any of my sisters. So like I said, she sent the link. You want to hop on the box? We can go ahead. We can talk. You want to talk? We could talk about it. If not, hop off the comment section and keep moving.
Yeah. Real
shit. Like. And a matter of fact, you should tell Mercedes, because that's the pregnant girl you're talking about. Tell Mercedes to hop on here. If she wants to address anything, tell her to come on here. Because the pregnant girl is Mercedes.
Graham, help me, Graham.
What?
Is the car fly by?
No.
Okay, well, you can't call her a scary ass female if you won't jump on here and talk and say who you really are. Like that, that's a contradictory in itself, because then that's making you a scary ass female.
How am I a scary ass female if I've said what the fuck I said?
I wouldn't even entertain the conversation anymore, honestly. Like, she's not here for rhyme or reason. She's here for the drama. You know what I mean? And like,
it's because I got banned on TikTok.
Yeah, well, damn, I'm gonna be playing games like shit.
No, but it's cool if you have an actual issue and you want to jump on here and talk about it and question it. I'm good with that. But like, you can't call somebody a scary ass female if you can't even jump on here and talk your shit, show your face and talk your shit.
Man, I'll be all
or
that.
address your issues.
It's
I'll be
all right.
all that, but it ain't gonna change the fact that a pregnant woman is putting her fucking child at risk. I'll be everything you want me to be, but it's not gonna change the fact that the woman that you're defending claims to be pregnant and she's putting her child at risk over some childish ass games. Now grow the fuck up. I'm a 49-year-old man, and I'm telling you, grow the fuck up. I speak to you as a father on some real shit. And I'll tell you what, if I had a woman who was pregnant, what she's not going to be doing is playing around on social media, stressing herself out over a bunch of bitches that she don't know. Within her thousands of miles away.
Like on some real shit, on some straight up real shit, you can't call somebody a scary female and then be scared to jump on. Like you can't do that. Like it don't make no fucking sense.
I'll be a scary female. I'm a scary female. Whoop-de-whoop.
Like I said, and like I said earlier, you guys can call me a fake drama queen, scary, whatever. You guys see who's talking shit, and I own it. I'm not gonna sit here and deny shit. Give me a motherfucking mic, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. You're so concerned about your kid, about your pregnancy. Stay the fuck off social media. Stay off of the drama. Stay off of all that bullshit that is going to trigger your pregnancy.
Hey, so let me ask all of you guys this question. How does that help your men who are in prison?
It don't.
It
doesn't. It doesn't.
Petunia's on, babe. Hi, Petunia. That's his aunt on with us. You said Daniel doesn't still know what's going on. That's why jump on and say your piece, dude. Talk to her.
What do
you
they
have
say?
An issue.
What do they say? There's two sides to every story?
There's three. Your side, their side, and the truth.
Three. There you go.
And then everybody's going to perceive it the way they want to perceive it. You know what I mean?
But it's funny because, I mean, on the comment it said, I have kids and I'm tending to my kids. But you're here in the comment section replying, what, a minute apart?
I don't get it.
You have
Ben said,
you see the drama? Do you see the drama that goes on? I don't have energy for TikTok, dude. I'm like, I could pass out right now and be good.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm just listening.
Like I said, I have my screenshots that say otherwise. I don't have to address nothing to you. I don't have to explain nothing to you. And if you have a real issue, you can slide in my DMs and let me know what it is. But I don't owe you no explanation. You're not the person who had an issue with. You don't know nothing about what's going on. So I don't have to sit here and explain myself. I have the screenshots. I said what I said, and I stand on what I said. Simple as that. I mean, you're on here talking about I'm a clown.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Hey,
but you keep going in circles.
Yeah.
Now, whoever you want to pull up on me.
You got Colorado, Arizona, California.
No, yeah. No, he has a video where they're walking around, him and Ben are walking around, and they shoot at him on YouTube Live.
Yeah, I get shot at on live. I go live on location and I call motherfuckers out to where I'm at. So yeah, I mean, what you're talking about here is just like, you really don't want to hear my opinion on what it is. But
it's dumb, dude. I don't know. I don't know who this person is, but you can't sit here and call somebody a scary ass female, but you're scary to get on. Like, it makes no. This is the type of shit that she deals with on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I leave it alone. I leave TikTok alone because I don't have the fucking patience for it.
And
let them run up your views then. Shit. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, Wednesday is literally around the corner. I'm trying to get paid with my PayPal account. Come on, no.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and you know what I mean, bring all the smoke.
You know, I mean,
I'm gonna stay out of it because I get aggravated too fast.
At the end of the day,
I'll let you and China be the crazies on here.
This is
if I was on TikTok, I'd be on there getting my clown suit on, but I'm not on TikTok.
That's what, like I said, that's everything that I deal with every single time. And every single time, again, she's calling me a scary female. How?
I don't know, dude. That's the contradiction part that blew my mind when she's calling you a scary female, and then I gave it so she can get on here with us, but she didn't want to get on. There was every excuse in the book. But you're a scary female?
Joey said we want the smoke. Don't dead ass. And you know what? That's the thing that it's like everybody be getting mad because they're like, oh, it's charging.
He trying to get him some airtime or what?
Yeah, he's trying to take my phone.
Tell him go. He trying to jack you. He want to play Call of Duty.
Are you disconnecting it?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Joey Duckus, we want the smoke.
Bring it.
We ride it.
Bring it like you sing it.
What is Shawty Bay say? Bring it here, girl. Bring it here. Bring it here.
Light that shit up. We're gonna smoke that in a pack while you bullshitting.
All right. Anyways, I think we had a good live tonight.
Yeah.
I kind of like it here. I'm gonna transfer everything over here and just, because I could say freely what I want to say. I do not get banned. I could talk whatever shit I want to talk about. This is literally what I deal with every time I get on live. Not only me, but my friends that I consider sisters. They're not blood related. We didn't come out from the same vagina, but those are my sisters. We deal with this every single day. Every single day.
I can't, dude. That's why I reach out to you every now and then. I'm like, what the hell's going on now? Because I'll go a week and not see it, and then I'll see you on there, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, what did I miss?
Yeah, and it's a lot. And like I'm telling you, like what's the point? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of coming over here and saying what you want to say if I've already addressed whatever I needed to address? And then on top of it, it's like this person is not even who I need to address anything with. This person is not even the person that has a problem with.
And she said that she didn't have problems with no one, but you're making a problem. Making sense.
She got a spokesperson. You know what I mean? She has a defender of her non-honor.
Sophie said, we love you guys. We love you too. Ben said, Naomi, I'll be in Denver on Thursday. Tell GH, how far away is it from Denver? So Denver and Pueblo is like the distance between Phoenix and Tucson. So if you think of it that way, Ben, that's how far Pueblo is from Denver. But that Chili Festival starts Friday. I think I'm going to be there Friday. I got to talk to one of the other wives to see if
no one that got some number, the time off that he gets, man. I need to get me a job down at Dunkin' Donuts so I can be off and get as much vacation as he gets.
Okay. I leave Tuesday morning to Florida. So I think I'll be there at the Chili. I think I'm going to go to visit, see my husband Friday, and then right after Friday right after visit is when the Chili Festival starts. So I'm going to head straight from visit there. Yeah, I was thinking Friday too because it's supposed to be.
Is it raining? Is it raining out there?
It was when we first started, and I was telling you about the internet. Like it was thundering. But so I don't know. I don't know if it rained or it. I'll find out after this.
We got some rain out here, man. Fucking desert.
I keep telling you, you live in the devil's butthole. Like,
I don't know, man. I kind of have to agree with you. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Have you been to Arizona, China?
No. Hold on.
Yeah, it's starting to cool down. This is like October, probably like the best time to come out here, honestly.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Ben said he's gonna be here Thursday night.
What?
You should have got on his list, Ben, so you could have went to visit.
How long does it take to get on the list?
I don't know. He might be able to try to do it tomorrow and get on right away and get a visit on Friday.
Yeah, pardon me. I give me something to eat. I need something to drink too.
I know. I'm like, I'm having too much fun because I was supposed to go to work too. I had to call him.
I know my husband. He should be getting off of work in a little bit. So
I was supposed to be there at 7:30, which was 45 minutes ago. And we kept talking and talking. That's why I was looking at my phone because I'm all calling in from my phone. Like, I'm not going to make it there tonight. Obviously.
I smashed this whole 2 later.
You're ridiculous.
What flavor is that?
Berry lemonade. This shit is bomb.
Yeah. That looks good if it was like a slushy.
That's why I just pulled it out of the freezer. It is a slushy. That's exactly what it is.
You could have a slushy.
Damn.
Hey, Ben, Daniel said he gave you my business cell phone number, so text me on there. And I'll let you know. So anyways, did you want to talk about anything, babe? Did you enjoy the drama for a minute?
Oh, fuck, bro. This shit was something else today.
He's probably like, don't ever invite China ever again.
Nah, see, I was thinking the complete opposite. This shit was having entertaining.
That's what I was gonna say. We got to make you a part of this. We might have to change our name and make it.
We can spend 1 hour on some real serious, hard hitting shit, and then we'll just let you guys take over and TikTok it to death. And you know what I mean? Like, let's see where it goes. You know what I mean?
A day in China's life.
This is how entertaining.
And she's been having a lot on her plate. So girls' night the other night and hanging out with China and stuff. So it's all good time for my wife. So I'm good.
Oh, he loves me. It's a good time for me, so he's good with it.
Yeah, see, Naomi, you look like you got a lot of stress relief today on this one. You came on when we talked on the phone, you was hella stressed out. And like I said, I was like, man, maybe you should just take the day off, man. We just call it a day because I wanted to go to sleep anyway. But yeah, see, now you look like you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, like for me, this is therapy for me sometimes. And sometimes I tell my husband, like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to get on. Like last time we were on here with your friend and we had like 2 people, 1 people watch, nobody commented. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I told him, like, to me, it's not worth it. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm tired. I got to make myself fucking do it. I got to go to work. But like, I'm glad I did it.
That's why I told you before. It would be better to have more people on the panel, especially male and female. You know what I mean?
So every Sunday, China, every Sunday, the guys are agreeing.
I'll be here.
Sophie said GH wants a quiet life, and then Ben said, yes, China is a good guest. She needs to be more funnier, though. I can tell she can be funny. She is fucking funny, dude. You don't even understand this.
Yeah, she was trying to strap it up on this one, man. I thought we was gonna get out the boxing gloves and shit. Like,
I think I chose the wrong profession because I could have been a stand-up comedy.
For real.
Joey said, hell yeah, thank you guys. You got me through this 3-hour drive.
He was probably right there just drinking a soda, driving, eating some chips.
Laughing.
Like, damn.
Some drama for your mama.
Yeah, you know.
It was fun. See, I know next time how to deal with it because like
there you go. Here we got some more shit coming on. Go ahead, China. That's you.
That boy.
Welcome to my channel. Thank you. Please subscribe. This was an interview for me. So if I want to talk about you, your mama, and whoever, I'm gonna do it. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
you know what? The funny part of it is you didn't. Listen, the funny part about it is she didn't even talk about you. Somebody else came on here and brought you into it. So please make it fucking make sense. Don't come on my shit saying nothing. Because I'm not the fucking one.
Hey, but share it with your friends. Make sure you share this. You know what I mean? We need as many views as possible. Please share it. You know what I mean?
Let me
Come on here and talk all the shit you want.
Let me say something. Let me say something that these females, right?
What, honey?
be dry snitching on themselves because it's funny. Your friend, the mother, went to go tell you that I was on a YouTube channel, and here you are commenting. I love it here.
Yeah. We appreciate you pulling
Crazy
up
how
on this,
people
on
just
this
like
live.
to stir shit
Pull
up.
up
That's
anytime
what
you
that was.
like. Express yourself all you want. You know what I mean? Tell us how you feel. Let us know what you think. But make sure you like and share and subscribe. You know what I mean? Don't just be a, you know what I mean, like a troll. Come on here and like and share and subscribe. You know what I mean? We appreciate you pulling up. Thank you. I can pay for you. I can see my channel's monetized. I get paid for the view. So I appreciate you. 100.
Yeah, Sunflower and like I said,
I don't want the cross between TikTok and YouTube.
So,
I can't fucking stand
like
the retardedness.
To all of the haters, to all of the drama queens.
Like whoever that girl was before just came on here to start shit. That's all the fuck she did. She wasn't, and then she's like, I don't have a problem with no one.
So I don't know if you guys can scroll up and see the comments before that or whatever. They brought you, Sunflower, and Kaylani. They brought you guys up talking about, didn't they drop the address? Whoop, whoop. Like I said, we talked about it. I hopped on your live and I said what I said, and that was that. So if they shared the link, they shared the link. That was all that was said.
Thank you.
That's all that was said.
And just so you know, these are recorded, so you can go back tomorrow and watch the whole motherfucking.
And I said that I don't have to explain myself to nobody else because I spoke to you. I got the screenshots of the conversation, and that was it. It was a dead issue. That's what I said.
I do believe the link is on there.
Yeah, the link is on here. I'll post it again.
She could get on here, but all it is gonna be your fat ass bitch, you whatever.
No, and I'll tell you right now,
I'll tell you what, we'll be on here again next Sunday, same time, same bad channel, like Greyhound loves to say at the end.
If you want to have an actual conversation, we can do that. But I'm not gonna do this, getting on here, calling names, acting like a fucking fool, because I'm telling you guys now, China entertains that shit. I am not the fucking one. I'm not the 1, I'm not the 2, and I'm not the motherfucking 3. Like, I'm not going to play that game with anybody.
I'm the one.
She clicked it and nothing. She clicked it and nothing happened.
Hey.
Hold on, I'll do it again.
Seriously, Sunflower. Next week, Sunday, we'll do it again because it's 7:25 here in Arizona, and I'm expecting my little brother to come, 15 years old. I got him living with me, and I got responsibilities greater than myself, and we've been on here for 3 hours now. And yeah, I got to get ready for work. I actually work in the behavioral health field, and I'm a behavioral health tech, so I have to deal with people with serious mental illnesses, like I'm clearly seeing here. Sometimes so next time, you know what I mean?
There's nothing to figure out with that girl. I said what I said. And that's that. I don't need to figure nothing out. She needs to figure out whether she wants to drop the issue or not, because she keeps playing sides. Like, yes, I want to dead it. No, I don't want to dead it. But like I said, she laughed at a comment that brought my daughter into it, laughed at the situation that she was in the hospital. She said what she said, and it's personal. And that's that. I don't need to explain my shit to nobody. I don't need to figure nothing out with nobody. I don't need to do none of that. I said what I said.
And why is it? I don't understand why people need to hold their hands in their fucking problems, dude. Like, listen, I mean, can she stand on her own 2 feet and speak for herself and fight for herself and argue for herself? I mean, does she really need others? Is she that weak of a person that she has to have all of you fools coming on here like that?
And the thing is that nobody was even talking about Nessa. Nobody even brought up Sunflower. Nobody even brought up nobody. The girl on the comment section said somebody close to you dropped an address and you never showed up. I said, I'm not going to explain myself to you because you're not the person. I spoke to Sunflower and her cousin or whoever she was, and it is what it is. And that was that. So whoever that person was in the comment section, they could address whatever issue they have.
I don't need nobody to back me up for one. For two, I gave you the clown at this point. I'm tired of you speaking on me. Like, bro, like you came on a whole other platform. They sent me the whole fucking clip. So yes, you did mention me for one. That's all I'm coming on here for. It's just for you to understand. Nobody's scared of you.
Or do you need Vaporub?
You don't have real
Can you
problems
breathe,
in
or
the
do you
real
need
world.
Vaporub?
You ain't about it.
Do you need Vaporub for your big ass nose?
Yeah, I actually do because I'm sick. Are you gonna bring me some? Because if you bring me some, I'll fight you at the same time.
Yeah,
but only if you bring me some.
Do you want me to
Only if you
send
bring me
it?
some though.
Do
Only
you
if
want
you
me
bring
to
me some.
send it? Do you want me to send it to the fake address or the real address?
Either one. You still didn't come up to either of them.
Okay. Was that all you had to say?
Stay scary. Stay scary.
All right, you win your tough, you're bad.
Was that all you needed to say?
I was also watching Daniel. Daniel, I get that you don't understand what's going on, but the whole other little baby stuff, make it clarify this, that your friend had came starting problems. The pregnant person did not start anything. If anything, that pregnant person was telling your friend to leave her alone, that she didn't want any. Fuck that. Stop trying to make it seem like, oh, this pregnant person was like putting her baby in danger and everything. No, she was not.
That's not what it was.
Yes, because you guys got upset because she became cool with the person that she said that she wasn't cool with. Okay, so what? You guys are childish. I'm supposed to be the childish one. I'm the youngest one. Like, fuck.
You guys really sit here and think that, oh, somebody has beef with somebody because they don't like somebody. No. That's not the case. That was
literally what you guys get mad for all the time.
You jump on the wagon,
bro,
and you don't even know the backstory to it.
Every day about the I say right now
it's my platform, and if I want to post,
you're gonna post something else about me. Like your whole page is literally about me. If you keep scrolling, it's me. Like, you're obsessed, bro.
If the shoe fits,
no, you put my name on it. You put my name in it. It's not the shoe. It's that you put my name on it.
Cinderella.
At the end of the day, you're scary. I just want to clarify that you are scary.
Cinderella.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that, because at the end of the day, we just keep talking back and forth, and you're not pulling up for nothing.
Okay, like I said, if you feel that all my posts are about you, then lace it the fuck up. They might be about you. If that's
and
how
they are. Cool. I did. They're me.
Okay.
So now what are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
So every
you
Wednesday
just keep
I get paid.
Nothing.
So every Wednesday I get.
That's all you do is talk.
Okay. So, are you gonna come show me up?
California.
Like you're a TikTok game.
Are you gonna come show me up?
I know, right? From California, the one that I think was in the book.
My husband's explaining to his Sally.
Like, bro. Anyways, I don't know how this shit works. I'm gonna get out here because I keep giving you my fucking time of day. You still do shit. I just needed to clarify that. No, this female is not about it. If she comes on here and says she's about it, she's not. She's gonna keep asking for addies and never pulls up.
All right, we're doing moving then.
I think it's a little bit delusional on your part for you to get on here and talk shit when this girl is the one that fucking this girl is the one that brought you up, dude.
Sitting there thinking you're gonna tell me to pipe down, man. You got life all fucked up. You got life seriously fucked up. You said he keep talking, and you can just do a movie.
That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Y'all don't understand everything.
Okay, Nessa, since you want to talk about explaining the situation, let's explain why you have beef. Let's explain why me and you have beef. We have beef because you want to condone a bitch and her man jacking off on the phone while her kids are on the screen. Let's talk about that. Let's talk. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about me and your beef.
That's some disgraceful, disgusting shit.
Let's talk about how me and your beef started, right? Because you wanted to condone your fucking weird ass friend having her man jack off on the screen while her kids are.
See, this is where. Wait, hold on. This is what she does.
Exactly. Let's talk about real shit. Let's talk about our beef.
Hold on. Explain that he wasn't doing that. He was on the phone and he made a joke, and you guys took it out of proportion, and then you guys started saying that everybody was a pedo supporter. So what happened? because you want to flip everything and make everybody think that, oh, you just have a problem, whatever. What happened was she was on the phone and he was falling asleep and he was making a weird noise. And so she was kidding and she was like, oh, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm finishing to you, basically. And then they clipped that clip and made it seem like he was really actually like doing that. Like, bro, be so for real. Like, if you really have a problem, just like go up to her. You still haven't confronted her or anything. And that's the main person. She's on social media. Go to her.
You want to talk about that he was playing while he was asleep, and then
the
she
kids were in the background playing, not minding their mama's business or anything.
They were on her back. They were on her back. What are you talking about? We could see the little girls
were playing.
On the screen. Playing? Be fucking for real. How you gonna play on the phone and talk about? Oh,
anyways,
yeah, Daddy, say my name.
Well,
say my name, Daddy.
Whatever.
Say my name.
Whatever. That's not
name,
where this is all starting, though.
That's where it started from. Your beef and my beef. That's where it started from.
Okay,
so
but why is it continuing? But why is it continuing?
Because I want to continue to talk about it. That's
exactly. You keep talking. You don't do anything.
Okay,
that's all you do. You keep talking, but you don't do anything.
So then, come shut me up.
I already explained to you, though.
Shut me up.
Bitch, you're the one that told me that you were gonna come here.
You want to shut me up so bad? Come and do it. You want me this bad?
I'm scared. Got shivers up my.
You want me that bad? Come and do it.
I'm so scared. I'm about to shit myself.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
You want me that bad?
Come and do it. Me is your fucking face when you fucking bark, bitch.
Wait, can you even?
That's all you do is fucking bark.
Eyes?
That's all you do.
I mean, you do look
you
south and
you bark. You don't do shit. You don't back up anything you said.
Cockeyed. You can't even see straight, bitch.
Yep.
You can't even see straight.
Hurt my feelings.
You can't even see straight.
Is that supposed to hurt my feelings?
Listen. We're done. This is done. Like then nothing's getting resolved. You say what you say. You're on that side. We're on this side. Let it go. Nobody brought you up, but whoever your homegirl was that tried to come in here, and I said it from the beginning. She came in here. She started talking shit about shit that didn't make no fucking sense. And then all of a sudden you jumped on. So my shit is recorded. You can go all the way back to the beginning 3 hours ago and listen to the whole thing. She never brought you up. So you're jumping in here and you're getting all crazy about some shit that you're saying she's bringing you up when it was never her. So
because in the comments they never said a name. The first thing that she thought was Nessa.
You're so fucking delusional, bitch. You really swear everything I have is of you. You really think I shit and I wake up thinking about you. You're fucking weird.
It's done, dude. It's done.
Weird. Like
nobody. This is the thing. This is why I don't get on fucking TikTok because I can't with the fucking bullshit, dude. Like it's whatever. That girl stirred up some shit and everybody's working on it. I'm not with it.
Yeah, you have to have a longer attention span to be on YouTube. Like TikTok brain is really bad for you. Like people suffer from TikTok brain. There's actually a syndrome of that shit.
And like I said, the issue, like I said, people are asking in the comments, well, didn't somebody close to you drop an address? Like, what are you asking for? If Sunflower, you're on here, me and you and Kaylani already talked about what the hell we talked about. I said what I said. So why is it still being brought up? So whoever that was and whoever sent you that link, you need to talk to them or you need to let me know, like, what are we doing? Because at the end of the day, like you said, what's your real issue with her? I don't have an issue with your cousin, your family, because the issue was never with her. It was with Nessa. Now, Nessa and my beef, like I said, it goes behind her condoning some weird shit. That's what it really was. That's how it started off. That's the main problem.
Can you guys hear me? I don't know how this works. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My whole thing is that everything is contradicting itself because there's stuff that goes on about the whole pregnancy thing and all that stuff. Like, and people say they're gonna fight pregnant people and all that stuff. Like, if everybody is standing for the kids, then that's what it needs to be. I understand that if Mercedes went on there, I don't know everything that went on. I don't know like exactly where it started. But I just feel like all this TikTok beef is stupid, and if nobody's not gonna pull up, then everybody should just let the shit go already.
Exactly. If you're not gonna pull up,
because Kaylani did not drop an address to an AutoZone because I literally just put up the address today. so it's not an AutoZone.
So what the address that I had got and that somebody had gave to me, it was that one. And then it was a
blue building. It's a blue and pink building.
It was a different one. Yeah, that's why I said there was 2 addresses that were given to me. That's what I said.
Yeah, and well, the one that she gave you is her address.
Well, like I said, I was on live, so I didn't type in and I didn't look it up. And I asked somebody, did anybody get the address? So 2 people gave me that address. And I messaged you. Did I not message you? And I asked you, so what are we doing? Because if I pull up, I'm not going to get charges, get called on. I'm not setting myself up. If you want, we can meet up, but I'm not setting myself up because I'm going to pull up by myself. That's what I said.
And I respect that. But at the end of the day, when you're asking somebody for their address, you just pull up. Don't ask if you're going to be there. Pull up. And then
I'm not gonna pull up. Listen, I have a lot to lose.
I know that.
And you're telling me they're gonna press charges. They're gonna call the cops.
They never said that. They never said that. You know that.
And that's why I messaged you. That's why I messaged you, and I told you I'm not gonna set myself up. So does she want to meet up? Because we can meet up. That's what I said, didn't I?
Okay, but
and then when Nessa was on your live, when Nessa was on your live, it was you, Kaylani, Nessa, and I think somebody else. She tried to make it seem like, oh, the address was dropped and she never pulled up. I had messaged you already, and I told you I'm not gonna pull up because I'm not gonna feel set up. So we can meet up. That's what I said. And then you asked me, what is the real issue with her, with Kaylani? I said, I don't have an issue with her. She just wanted to get in the field for a snake that snaked you real fucking bad. She wants to get in the paint for a bitch like that, then fuck it, so be it. But you said she don't have an issue. And then I went on your live and I went on her with her on it, and we basically what I thought was a dead issue because there was really no issue with her.
Right. She was just saying she was gonna drop the Addy just because you keep saying you're gonna pull up and you didn't, and she was just trying to call your bluff. And that's exactly what it looked like.
But did I not tell you I'm not gonna pull up, I'll meet up with you? So how is that a bluff? And I never got, yes, we could meet up. How is that a bluff?
You asked, but Gina, you asked, it doesn't matter. This is my thing. You asked me on a holiday. We're all out barbecuing. That's one of first most. Anyways, however, the issue is dead. My whole point of it is like, if you guys are not gonna pull up on each other, then just fucking stop, because we're all here for the same reasons. All our men are incarcerated.
That's what we were
saying
earlier.
To this when we started, this is what we were talking. That's exactly what we were talking about. Like, all this is stupid. We're all going through the same hurt. We're all going through the same loneliness, through the happy times. Like, all of us understand what we're going through. So all this back and forth and dumb shit don't make no fucking sense to me. This is why I don't get on TikTok. I don't have the patience. I'm not the fucking one. I keep saying that, like, I'm really not.
All this energy could be towards why our men's tablets don't work. Why they're still 24/7. Why they can't get out and program. Why my man only been to store twice in a year. Like, all this energy could be towards that. Instead, everybody wants to beef with each other. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up. All you bitches look goofy. You guys are all fighting on the internet, but ain't nobody pulling up. Simple as that. Like, it's dumb. Like, that's why I don't go on TikTok like that anymore, because it's just miserable bitches fighting, and it's stupid and it's annoying. It's annoying.
But so my thing is with you saying that too, is whoever this girl was obviously knows you guys. She didn't have to get on my platform because this is my stuff. She didn't have to get on here. 2, she kept running her mouth about, oh, that's not your, like, she went in the pot and did this shit. And then you guys jumped on and it just kept going.
Right. But my thing is that, so you don't go on TikTok, because I heard you say that several times. One thing about me is there's a lot of people, and Sheena knows this. There's a lot of people that will go on fake pages and talk shit to people for me, which I don't want them to, because I don't need to, because I'll do it myself. But people do that. Like, you know what I mean? People do that. So that's just what it is. It's just people trolling, and people are going to do that. There's a lot of silent watchers. There's a lot of people that go on there that don't say nothing and just watch and observe everything, and then they'll go and, like, Sheena knows, they go on their chat and they talk shit to her and blame us, and then they'll come in my chat and say it's her, and it's just back.
But that's what I'm saying. Shit. This chick stirred that pot, and that's what she keeps saying to all of you. Like, she started all this, and where's she at now? She called China. What did she say? That you were scary, but it was like I opened the box for her and was like, you know, if you have an issue, get on there and talk to her.
Hey, Sunflower. Hey, Sunflower. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you what I asked them earlier, a little while ago. How does any of this help your men now who are?
That's what I just said. I just said that. I said, how does this help our men?
Okay, listen. Oh, everybody's expressed themselves how they feel or whatever about one another. Fine, and I appreciated how you're turning this conversation in a better direction because the focus should be on them. Now, Naomi's man is my homie. That's my brother right there. Matter of fact, I'm named in this case. He's doing natural life. Now, there's nothing more that I want than to see him get out. You understand that? I did 30 plus years of my life incarcerated, so I know. You know what I mean? I feel for those homies that are locked up and have to go through what they go through. You know what I mean? But what none of them need is this bullshit here. Right? I mean, would you agree or not? Because it's about them. It's all about, like you were saying, and Naomi, prison reform. You're talking about your husband hasn't been to the store and all this. Yeah, these are things that should be fought for, right? But they should be fought for against the administration and not one another because this shit is petty. This shit is just straight comadre shit. Like, I've heard, this is what I heard from welfare women growing up in the projects. You know what I mean? And this did not exist in this day and age here on social media when you guys all have a common cause to fight for on some real shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're all bigger than that, man. You know what I mean? I'm giving you guys all due credit and respect here and saying that you guys are better than that and you deserve better than that. And your men especially deserve better than that. Because I'm going to tell you something. It is highly disgraceful and disrespectful to them as men who sit there. And I speak as a man who's been there. And there's a man on here who's in there right now doing live on this very live. Her husband's on here right now. You understand what I'm saying? And we're sitting here being subject to some shit that we would never watching this shit on TikTok or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's gotten nowhere. It's gonna get nowhere. And I think that, you know, for that person and those people who have those personal issues, that's between them. That's a one-on-one issue. No one else needs to be drugged into it. I'm like this as a person. If someone comes to me and tells me some shit about someone else, hey, you better go take that shit up with them. Yeah. Don't tell me a motherfucking thing about them. You go tell them what you think and feel about them. You see what I'm saying? That's how an adult should deal with some shit. Not to sit here and go back and forth on some shit that has nothing to do with me. What someone else's problem is with someone else ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with me. Nothing. And I don't even entertain the bullshit. I'm 49 years old. Like I said, I'll be 50 in a few months. And the last thing I'm on earth I'm going to be doing is be engaged in some fucking back and forth over some bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. It's not my problem. It's theirs. You see what I'm saying? Now, I get where you guys are coming from, wanting to stand up for your friends and your sisters, and you know what I mean, out of love and loyalty and respect for those who you hold dear to yourself. I get that. I understand that. But I think everybody's forgetting why we're here. You know what I mean? I think you guys are all forgetting why you're there.
Lost that. They done lost that on TikTok a long fucking time ago. I don't think anybody's getting that back.
And the thing is that I tell you, like, all this shit always starts with me showing the fucking principle of everything and anything. There's an issue behind it. Obviously, like I said, and like I posted, y'all like the fucking message, but you guys don't like the messenger. That's the problem. That's where all this shit started from, was because I exposed that weird ass bitch and what the fuck she was doing. And then everybody, no, that's not what it was. He was sleeping. He was this, he was that. That's how it all started. And then it was one thing after the next, after the next. Then you're bringing up my child in the hospital and laughing about it. There was plenty of time
when all that shit happened, I defended Sierra.
And you never said nothing. So that's why when I came to you, I said, I have not heard nothing coming from your mouth. You didn't say nothing. I don't have an issue with you. I don't have a problem with you. So I left it at that. So if I really had an issue with you because you were still cool with these snakes, I would have said something. I wouldn't have been cool with you. And I even told you too. Watch out with them. Watch out with Dip. Watch out with this bitch. I told you that from coming from a genuine place. But then you want to sit there and let somebody talk about I'm pussy and I don't pull up. Yeah, I told you I could meet up. Right? So since I look so fucking
loyalty,
if I look so fucking
people,
goofy,
though, that's
you look goofy as fuck too. And at the end of the day, what you want to do? Because I'm not about to go back and forth. You guys want to talk about, oh, I don't pull up. Like I said, let's meet up.
She already gave me the Eddie, but you dead.
I'm talking to you because you said I look goofy, right?
You guys all look goofy on the internet.
You look goofy too, asking for fucking clout.
Okay,
Tina,
be real. You don't think
you have a part in it too. You have a part in it too because
you don't think arguing on the internet is goofy.
You have a part in it too. Don't come in here, Sunflower. Don't come in here, Sunflower, talking about
arguing on the internet is
fight for our men. Oh, you want to do all this shit when you are involved in so much fucking drama. You're involved in so much fucking shit. Not no more.
No, exactly. Why? Why? Because I'm grown and I walked away from it. That's why.
Because a lot of us
grown and I walked away.
Okay, so if you're too grown, you're over here.
So you don't think it's goofy? You don't think it's goofy arguing on the internet?
Out here, you're out doing the fucking most. What are you talking about?
How a girl lied on my husband and I defended myself. What are you talking about?
Okay, so a bitch is lying on me and I'm defending myself. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Okay, and if that's the case, then that's the
case.
So
what's wrong with that?
Okay, like you said.
So it's okay for you guys to do it, but
you said, hold on.
But it's a problem when I do it, right?
Oh my God. I'm not about to sit here and argue over you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I'm okay, so if that's the reason why you're defending yourself because people are talking about your husband and your kids, etc. My bad. I had a call. If you are saying the reason why you're defending yourself because somebody's talking about your kids and your husband, by all means, do what you got to do. But I'm saying in general, everybody that's beefing on the internet is goofy. You felt that applied to you, then it applied to you.
I never said I was goofy.
You just said you called me goofy, didn't you? Or correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you just say that I called you goofy? But what I said was, all you females that are online beefing and arguing is goofy, is what I said.
So isn't that what you're saying I did right now?
If you felt that was towards you, then that's a personal problem for yourself. But what I'm saying is that a bitch lied on my husband, and so I defended myself, and you know that, because that's the only beef I ever been in, was a bitch talking about my husband, and you knew that. So for you to bring that up now, that's goofy behavior, absolutely. Because you knew for a fact this bitch said that my husband had charges that he never even had before. And you guys were all for defending me and all that stuff when it came to shit like that. But now you're mad because I said arguing on the internet's goofy. It is.
What irks my soul is the fact that you want to sit here and talk about, oh, we shouldn't be beefing, we shouldn't be arguing on the internet. But you've done that. You've done
because
your
why,
part.
Tina? Why? Because she was talking about my man. Why? And then with you, when you started all that allegations on, or not allegations, I'm sorry. When you started the whole dragging the Sierra situation, you guys were talking about me. I wasn't talking about you guys. You guys were talking about me.
When did I talk about you?
No, I'm not you. You guys, like, as in everybody that was in the group. I'm not saying per se you. Everybody that was in the group. Whoever was in the group of you guys all were talking about us, talking about me. Let me speak on myself, talking about me. I never said nothing about you guys. I never said anything about you guys doing drugs, about being old, none of that. I never said anything about you guys, and you kept on and kept on. So that's why you came to me and dead the issue, and I let it go. But what I'm talking about, only beef I ever allegedly been in is a bitch talking about my husband, and I'll forever stand on that.
You had several ones, but
no, I did not. How are you gonna tell me what I had? I had the only one was with that big fat bitch that was lying on my husband, that her husband cheated on her, and so she's mad and taking it out on the world. The same person you were beefing with. So these
what are we talking about?
We're talking about Blue.
Oh, okay. Because
she went on the internet. She went on the internet and she lied and said my husband. I don't know what you could say on here, but she lied and said my husband had.
This isn't TikTok. You could say whatever you want to say on here.
Okay, she lied and said my husband was incarcerated for drugs and he's a drug addict and blah blah blah. And at the end of the day, my husband's never done drugs, but it's just the fact that she lied. Then she posted a picture with a fake name. It was not his name. She thought it was his name. She posted his picture, and of course I'm gonna go stand behind my man. What the fuck? I have all right to do that. but I never beef with anybody other than that. So what she's talking about right now, I have not a clue.
Well, I seen the beef between all of you guys when Sierra did that weird shit.
Right.
I seen clips of all that. I seen you beefing with everybody, back and forth, sticking up for her because she was your friend or whatever it is. And to me,
all I said, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Me, that's some weird shit too, because I don't care how if you guys think it was taken out of context. Like, in my opinion, the kids were right there listening to everything. And you can sit there and say it wasn't you, it was the other one. You can sit there and say, well, the kids were in the background. Kids, like, you were a kid at one point too. You seen what your parents were doing, even though they thought that you weren't paying attention. Kids are nosy as fuck. They listen to everything and they see everything. So that was some weird shit.
And it was, and I agree. And I told you that I was wrong for even saying anything on her behalf. It was just the reason why I defended her one was because I was in the live when it was happening. So
What happened?
Yeah, we lost your volume. I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm surprised my shit didn't freeze again. But I'm gonna get off now myself because my little brother's supposed to be coming home right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk to China for a second, then I'll get off too, because this got crazy real fast. This is why I don't like this. This is what happens on TikTok, dude. And I don't have the patience for it. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy to me. It's crazy the way things get fucking started. It's just dumb. But we'll do this again next week, same time, same place. You want to have a quick conversation off this, China? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I could hear you. I'm just like regrouping myself right now because
I know. That's why, like, man, I'm trying to like that was a whole lot.
I think my husband got irritated too because he hung up and didn't call back.
Yeah, I was about to dip from this conversation a long time ago. It's like I thought he was on all this time, like. But
yeah, that's why I started laughing when you said that. But
but honestly, like, so long as the conversation stays civil, you know what I mean, and it's about something, this is about married lifers. You understand? That's the name of the channel. So, you know what I mean, this is an ideal platform to come on and speak about like the issues that the husbands are going through or whatever, what you guys are going through, you know what I mean? But like these childish drama shit, dude, like that's high school. That's
like I was saying earlier, it's always somebody else speaking for somebody. Yeah. It's never that person. And that's the thing that went, like I said, when I brought up the real issue behind me and Nessa, when I brought up the real issue of the problem, what happened?
She got somebody to fight for her, but I gotta go. I don't. Because this should have just gone over and over.
All right.
Well, welcome to China's life.
Hey.
Well, yes. He'll get off. I mean, you will talk for a minute, then we'll end it.
Next Sunday, let's do it again, though. You know what I mean? For real.
I like talk about shit, cause fuck.
Next Sunday, I'm gonna have all my sisters on here, and then we're gonna get a lot of views.
Okay.
Hey, but hold on a minute, because it's just me and Greyhound, and he cuts in and out, and he ain't be seen. I'm gonna do this.
No, because all these months, over a year, I've been doing this with you guys, and it's always me, little old me, by myself, and a bunch of dudes.
He said bye. I'm out.
That's what I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna sit like this. I'm not even gonna show face next time. For real,
have to.
Greyhound ain't on here. You gotta show his face.
You have to show face. I always have to show my face.
Scary. If not, they're gonna call you scary.
Yeah,
they can call me whatever they want.
No. Because I always showed my face, even when you guys were fucking with me, and it was 10 guys on me fighting with me and yelling.
I'll be live on location at Tempe Town Lake or somewhere in the public out here for hours. So yeah, you can call me whatever you want. Just pull up and let me know.
You better drop that Addy at Tempe Lake, sir.
I do it every time. Go on my live earlier and look.
I'll find the address and drop it for you, Daniel. Don't trip.
Nah, it's all good. I just wasn't prepared. I'm gonna tell you
I wasn't either.
When you have
before we didn't do that.
Prepared for it all.
I'm gonna be prepared for it next time. But you guys be blessed, man. I appreciate
Good night.
It's been entertaining, to say the least. It's been a blessing, man. You guys have a good one, man. God bless your husbands too.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I'll let him know. I'll talk to you later. So I'm at a loss for words.
Are
you good? Do you digress?
I'm trying to like USA right now because what is being said, that's not the problem. Like I don't have an issue with that. It's the double standard shit. Just because like we were talking about, they were pressing the issue of like, oh, you're friends with somebody that said they'll beat up a pregnant girl. The pregnant girl should care more about her fucking pregnancy than anything. At the end of the day, you're speaking for somebody that already said what they said. Joey said I got home and I got my popcorn. And then I got my sister over here eating her chips.
Yeah. So my husband's probably going to want to say goodnight to everybody, and then me and you will talk off this so we can regroup and. Hold on. Honey. So Daniel jumped off, but we're going to do this again next Sunday, same time, same place. Did you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, and I apologize for all this chaos.
I think everybody enjoyed it. What, babe?
I think you guys get your groove on.
You're ridiculous. All right, thank you for joining us. Joining us next week, same time, same place. Married Lifers.
Yes.